Hello, everyone, and welcome in once again. It's time for Hockey Night in Florence. Tom Callahan here with you as we're getting ready for the second of three meetings on the weekend between the Columbus River Dragons and your Dee IceCats. PD comes into tonight 20-21, 4-1-0, 66 points, and in that fourth and final playoff spot in the Continental Division. The River Dragons in third place, but well ahead of PD. They're 25-14. 4-3-1, 87 points. Closing that gap, not really realistic with the few games remaining on the season. 10 left to go now for the IceCats. However, all of that said, you want to battle all the way down, and really what matters right here is staying in front of the Twin City Thunderbirds. Twin City has one game in hand, and they are sitting now 8 points behind after losing last night, and of course PD winning in regulation. If you are new to the FPHL, it is 3 points for a regulation win, 2 if you win a game beyond overtime or in a shootout, and then, of course, if you go past regulation but don't win, you get a single point. The goal of the PD IceCats, number one, get as many points as possible. Number two, you kind of have to hope Twin City loses when they're not playing you, and it's going to be a difficult schedule here for the IceCats, so every time you can get points like they did last night in a 5-3 win here over Columbus, that is huge. That gap can close quickly. It sounds like a lot, but really it becomes a 2-point gap if PD loses 2 and Twin City wins 2. So especially with the Thunderbirds having that game in hand, it is so critical for the IceCats to win every single time out, or at least push games past regulation, make sure they continue to bank those points and make it into the playoffs here. We're just about a month away, which is crazy to think, from the end of the regular season, but we are almost to postseason time. And the IceCats still fighting for their playoff lives. What else is going on in IceCats land? Well, we're inching closer to breaking that all-time FPHL single-season attendance record, and we're really hoping to have you folks come out and join us. If you're listening on the radio side and you're thinking about what to do here on a Saturday night in Florence, you can come on down and head to Florence Center to join us for the game here tonight. We're also playing tomorrow at 3:15. But the other thing, too, I mean, kudos to the fans, everybody watching at home. We appreciate everything you've done to make this first season, an inaugural season, such a success for this PD IceCats team. There is going to be a little bit of changes to the lineup here this evening. We're going to talk about those in just a little bit, and a flip-flop of the goaltenders. But really what's important for this IceCats team is to take everything that worked yesterday and try to bring it right back out on the ice tonight against Columbus. And you can be sure that the Columbus River Dragons are not going to roll over in this one. And in fact, I expect that the River Dragons are going to have their best push of the weekend to start this game here in period number one. We're going to take a break in the Powers Properties pregame show. When we come back, we're going to hear from head coach Gary Graham, and then we are about 10 minutes away from getting things underway. So stay tuned. There's more coming on IceCats Hockey.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network. This portion of today's broadcast is brought to you by Stanley Steamer. Stanley Steamer of Florence provides professional deep cleaning services and comprehensive care for a cleaner, healthier home. Butler's Men's Shop, your one-stop shop for men. Everything from tuxedos and suits to sportswear. We have it all. Integrative Health Solutions, your partners in health.
Life happens on your floors, but when dirt, spills, and messes take over, it's time to call the experts. Stanley Steamer of Florence provides a deep cleaning technology that removes dirt and allergens, leaving your floors fresh and spotless. Breathe easier and enjoy a cleaner, healthier home with Stanley Steamer. Call or visit us online today. Stanley Steamer, your home deserves it. In today's world, first impressions matter. Step into a realm of sophistication at Butler's Fine Men's Clothing. From timeless tuxedos and elegant suits to refined sportswear, Butler's offers a collection that defines class and confidence. Embrace the tradition, experience the luxury, and stand out with style. Butler's Fine Men's Clothing, where every stitch speaks volumes.
At Integrative Health Solutions, your health is our top priority. With our multimodal, polytherapeutic approach, we offer a wide range of services tailored just for you. From chiropractic adjustments to nutritional counseling and innovative therapies like low-level laser and dry needling, we are here to enhance your well-being. Take charge of your health with integrated health solutions. Visit us today and discover a healthier you.
Dal Massimo Ristorante Italiano, where culinary passion meets the art of hospitality. Established in 2010, our restaurant was born out of a love for authentic flavors and a commitment to providing our guests with a memorable dining experience. At Dal Massimo, we believe that food is more than just sustenance. It's a celebration of culture and community. Whether you're here for a cozy dinner, a festive celebration, we look forward to serving you.
No matter which sport clips you walk into, you'll know it's special, and just for you. Our stylists don't guess your best cut. They are experts in men's and boys' hair. Our cutting zone has all the basics and specialized equipment, from our comfortable cutting chairs to an array of specialized cutting tools and clippers. We got you covered. Visit Sport Clips of Florence today, located at 1940 Hoffmeyer Road, Suite D. We are the pros in men's hair.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network.
Welcome back. Before tonight's game against the Columbus River Dragons, second of 3 on the weekend, head coach Gary Graham joining us here. Gary, yesterday a 5-3 win for your PD IceCats. Talk to us a little bit about your thoughts on that game. I felt like it might have been a game in parts, if you will, or different acts. What were your thoughts?
Well, I think there was only really 3 minutes of the whole game that got away from us, obviously, in the third period. But, you know, we dominated the game of basically the whole play, I thought, in the first and second period. You look at Babin, he made some unbelievable saves. I thought we could have scored maybe 7 goals last night. And again, I felt the same way about the Athens games Wednesday. Their goaltender made some unbelievable saves, and we just didn't capitalize on our scoring chances. So, you know, credit to Babin. I thought he really made it a closer game than what it could have been. I expected to make some adjustments in the third period. They got a little bit more of a pound, kind of the puck in, get in on the forecheck. We had a couple turnovers off our breakouts. I'd expect Columbus to probably do a little bit more of that. But overall, we had a really good start to the game. I think, you know, up until about 5 minutes left in the second period, they might only had 10 shots on goal. So we were doing a good job of back checking. Our D were doing a pretty good job of controlling the neutral zone, and that's important against a very good Columbus team.
Well, you would expect Columbus is not going to just take it. They're going to come back at you tonight. So a typical Columbus attack versus what you saw last night, do you think it was was it Florence doing that good of a job? Was Columbus off? Are they doing something different?
No, it's a little bit of both. You know, we've seen this. You know, Columbus last weekend, they played a very good Monroe team. They had a bad Friday. They responded with a big win on Saturday night. You know, this is a team that can turn it around quickly. So they're an older group of guys. There's a lot of pride in that room, a very good coach. Boomer that's going to motivate them and have them ready to go. So the biggest thing for us is when you get in these situations, just like Monroe last weekend, is you feel so good about your game. It's good to feel good about your game. You had a good game, but you have to recreate it. It's just not going to happen overnight. You know what I'm saying? You got to recreate a whole new round of momentum there and be ready to go. And again, they're going to have a different level of compete tonight. So the biggest thing for us is mentally understand you're going to see a lot better Columbus team, and we got to be ready to match that right out the gate.
I want to ask you about the top 2 lines in a minute, but first, the third line. I mean, Pisaventi scores against his own team. I'm sure he was motivated to go out there, but I mean, those guys, what'd you think of their performance?
Well, we've been trying to get some offense out of that third line, so it's so rewarding to finally get some offense from that third line, and you know, they generate some other chances too as well. So, you know, the first 2 lines, we mixed it up a little bit, and I thought there was some good chemistry right away, especially with no practice time. So, you know, the concern is when you don't have practice time is when you make adjustments, the chemistry, that's what your concern is. So I thought the guys did a good job right away out the gate, getting that chemistry going.
And I know we talked a little bit about the power play. You do manage to get 1, but a lot of power play chances. Do you feel like that was Babin just playing well, keeping you off the sheet a couple of times?
Well, how many posts have we hit in the last 2 games?
Well, we hit 4 last night.
An unbelievable amount. So, I mean, we've had some great scoring chances on the power play that haven't gone in, that have been very close to going in. So, now, can we be better? Absolutely. I think there's some things, especially with our second unit, that could do a little bit better. Our entries weren't the best. I thought their PK forecheck did a pretty good job of holding their defensive blue line. We've got to have a better plan of attack tonight.
Okay, well, that's a great lead into keys to the game.
You know, again, discipline. I think out the gate, I would expect Columbus, they're going to try to mix it up early on. I think they're going to try to get under our skin, try to get us off our game right away, make us play a type of game that maybe gets us emotionally out of control. Teams have had success doing that against us this year. We have to be aware of that and make sure that we control the highs and the lows, especially with probably a pretty good crowd tonight, making sure that they don't knock us off our game mentally.
All right, Gary, good luck. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks, Tom.
Back with the drop of the puck in just a moment. This is IceCats Hockey.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network. This portion of today's broadcast is brought to you by Evening Shade Incorporated. Trusted team with over 2 decades of experience. Gorget Distilling Company. Revolutionize your spirit. The law office of W. James Hoffmeyer, serving South Carolina since 1992. Kimbrell's Furniture, affordable home furnishings. Evening Shade has been serving the Florence area for over 20 years. As a 3M and Suntech authorized dealer, the Evening Shade team is qualified and ready to help you with your project. Whether it's residential window tinting, paint protection film for your vehicle, commercial signage, or vehicle wraps, we can do it all. Evening Shade Incorporated. Trust a team with over 2 decades of experience.
Gorget is a local craft distillery based in Lugoff, South Carolina, producing rum, vodka, whiskey, and bourbon in small batches. Founded in 2015 by 3 local gentlemen, Gorget has a fine line of handmade, local spirits. No matter what you desire, we have something for you. Isn't it about time you revolutionize your spirit? Visit us online at gorgetdistilling.com.
At the Law Office of W. James Hoffmeyer, we strive to help our clients in whatever situation they are facing. Whether you need help with criminal law, personal injury, or family law, our hard-working team will assist you throughout the process with compassion and integrity. Our goal is to always provide our clients with outstanding representation and advocacy throughout their case. The Law Office of W. James Hoffmeyer, serving South Carolina since 1992.
At Kimbrell's, we believe that you deserve furniture that's as unique as your family. From comfortable sofas and love seats to chairs, tables, rugs, entertainment centers, and recliners you'll never want to leave. We have everything you need to create the living room of your dreams. Check out the Kimbrell's website for inspiration or stop by and see everything for yourself.
We are live at Zapata's Grill on the IceCats Broadcast Network. Let's see what the IceCats are ordering.
I want quesadilla, California. I want fajitas Cancun. I get burrito from Terra. Frijoles refritos.
Here comes the food. Teamer with a double liner for elbowing. Zapata's Grill, a preferred restaurant partner of the PD IceCats. Teamer, how'd you feel about the food?
Timur approved.
Paula PD!
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network.
And tonight's anthem in the books, and a great rendition here at Florence Center this evening, presented by your local State Farm agent, Austin Wilson. Second of 3 in 3 between the River Dragons and your PD IceCats. Tom Callahan here with you, getting ready for first period action, presented by your PD area GMC dealers. But before we get to that, how about your starting lineups? Presented by Seminar Brewing. The goaltending matchup here tonight, it's going to be Ty Roy, 17-8-0-1, with an .883 save percentage and a 3.88 goals against average and 2 shutouts. He's in net for the River Dragons. For your PD IceCats, it's Parker Rutherford, 6-7-0-1, with an .891 save percentage and a 4.02 goals against average and 1 shutout to his credit. Now, for the PD IceCats here defensively, it's going to be Della Savita and Razilov, the typical pair there. Now, we did talk before the game with the expectation of probably seeing a continuation of the jumble of lines here this evening with head coach Gary Graham. And he did mention that he, for the reasons he wanted to switch things up, but also on the bottom on that third line. So we are going to get another look at that here again this evening. It's going to be Dominic Marcinkiewicz out with Frolov and Dennis Zaitchik to start things off up front as well. So know that the Marcinkiewicz twins are going to continue to be split here. And then we'll see on the third line, really, I mean, running full complement yesterday, you had Robinson, Pizzamenti, Welsh, and Gullo trying to find themselves some chemistry, and then also chipping in a goal. Pizzamenti scoring against his former team. By the way, I think I said Dominic's. I meant Patrick's Marcinkiewicz with Zajac and Frolov. Dominic's is with Houston Wilson and Legkov. See, even I get the Twins confused, even when they have numbers on their back. But that's your Seminar Brewing starting lineups and the IceCats rolling right to left if you're listening in on the radio side on Cumulus 100.5 FM right here in Florence, and we are available around South Carolina as well. You can pick us up in North Charleston. You could get us in Myrtle Beach and select games in Columbia as well. Puck played ahead from center as the River Dragons will dump it on into the PD end. Della Civita pressured back there. Jamea feeding it back around far side. Della Civita intercepting. And now Marcinkiewicz up on the left side to Frolov. They'll break the zone. Frolov throwing it in. Roy flags it down with the mitt, and he'll hang on for a face-off here. 22 seconds into the opening frame. Roy has played well against the IceCats this year. He gets the nod tonight. Last night it was Trevor Babin. And once again it is Jacob Snellenberg who is the backup for the River Dragons. Gage Reimer, the rookie backup for the PD IceCats as well here, heading into this one. Rutherford had the night off last night. Brendan Colgan picked up the win. And right now, they're having trouble getting the puck out, but finally it's played away to center. Abdella out there on the change. Onto the left side, Razilov up through center. Patrick Marcinkiewicz. Left side inside, check, cross ice. Frolov with a shot save. Rebound in the slot, taken away by Underwood. He'll play it off the dasher towards center. Cleared ahead, Storjahan up on the right side. He'll feed that one down low. Zajac out the right side, and here comes Nick McGill-Diaz. Flip into space. That one, nobody there for it. Somro will bring it back the other way. Wickline lost it at the line, and it's cleared back ahead by Houston Wilson. Legkov stretching for it, pushing it in. Thornton over there, try to steal it away from him. Thornton puts it into the corner. Dominic Marcinkiewicz down low to Houston Wilson in the slot. Legkov, a shot save made. Puck bouncing there, and now it's cleared away. Skated out to center by Barrow. He'll dump it in wide. And on the far side, McGill-Diaz knocks down Wickline, and Wickline is slow to get up. Puck does get out to center. Wickline still not out of the zone. He's going to take a minute here to collect himself and get out of there. He is going off under his own power, though. Good to see at least. Wilson back in on the left side. Marcinkiewicz carrying wide into the slot. Left off for Wilson on the right side as Dominic Marcinkiewicz got knocked heavily into the wall. Right pointers Popoff. His shot just missed the cage. Left point Hamilton puts one in, and that was whistled just wide to the far post. Popoff right side up top. Legkov at the blue line, leaving it to Popoff. Popoff with a seam, a wrister. Block came back. He'll try it again, and that one ended up hitting Legkov. Legkov up through the slot. Left point. Hamilton left half wall. Marcinkiewicz behind the net. Legkov out the far side. Tries to curl back around behind. Chips it over towards Marcinkiewicz. They tie it up in the corner behind the net. Legkov tried to center. It was kicked away before it got to Wilson. Right back to Legkov again. He scoops in near side. Marcinkiewicz shot off the outside of the net. Legkov on the left side cycles corner. Marcinkiewicz tried to feed it in front as Legkov was knocked down by Doherty. Left side, Marcinkiewicz. Left point, Hamilton. Through a screen, he scores! Jake Hamilton with a wrister from the left point that finds its way in on the blocker's side. And an early goal for the IceCats. They're off and running. It's 1-0. I don't think that puck was touched. I think it was just a really, really good screen in front of the net. 2:43, time of the marker. And for Hamilton, that is his first in an IceCats uniform and first in the FPHL this season. And now let's see if Kyle Moore over there to have a discussion. I'm going to talk to the timekeeper here real quick. Nope, we're going to play on. So let's see. I believe that is Hamilton's goal, though. Boy, you got to love it. Open the game up Open it up quickly. That was actually the product of an incredibly long offensive shift by PD. Puck up top. Here's another chance. That wrister is blocked. Colton getting in the way of that one. He'll move it out to center. We'll talk more about that shift in a moment here, and, well, we'll talk about it now because that puck went in offside. I think assists are going to end up going to Legkov and Dominic Smarcinkiewicz. But that line, along with Houston Wilson, they really did an amazing job just really running around in the River Dragon zone. Puck control, cycling it around. Columbus could not intercept the puck. And, I mean, it was well over a minute of zone time. That's why coaches are so adamant about being able to cycle well, and have that zone time, because eventually the other team is going to break down. There's a shot on goal. Roy the save. Shot comes in from the left wing there off the stick of Pizzamenti. But we hear about it all the time, and when you only cycle the puck for 5-10 seconds, yes, things can happen, but it's rare. But when you're in the zone, spending the time, and the other team is chasing you defensively for 30 seconds, in this case almost a minute, that's when it gets really, really hard to continuously defend. So there you go. Legkov and Dominic Smarcinkiewicz do indeed pick up the apples on that one. Sent back down. Will that be icing? Nope, it was tipped. Colton back behind the River Dragons net. He'll swing it around the far side. Hunter gave it up right to Patrick Smarcinkiewicz. He curls back with it. Couldn't shoot. He'll fling it across the ice. Razilov off the dasher. Sends it low. Nobody here in the near side corner, and that will allow a chance to clear. Columbus will dump it in from there, wide of Rutherford. Then Alzheimer quickly up the left side. Here's room. Frolov in. Oh, boy, he went to go shift over to the forehand to shoot, and the puck just rolled away from him. Columbus will go back the other way. Feet on the right side. Doherty cutting in with a shot from the off angle. Put it up over top of the net. Puck might have hopped on him there. Columbus trying to keep it going here. Pushed into that near side corner by Stefanini. Banked to the line and off the stick of Underwood and out. He's pursued by Frolov. Underwood gets it back to neutral ice here. Stefanini in over the line. High slot with a wrist shot. That one off the shin pads of Abdella to the corner. Centering attempt. That one blocked by Patrick Smarcinkiewicz. At center, he comes in on the right side. Frolov with him. Through the slot. Lost it. And Columbus will pull it back down behind the net. Both teams changing it up here. 4:45, pardon me, into this opening period. 1-0 IceCats. Long shot in on Rutherford, and he'll make the save and hang on. And whoop, here we go. Doherty now getting a shove there. I think that was Popov. Popov took Barrow into the boards, and Barrow lost his helmet on the play, so I'm sure that that was in response to that. Face-off will be to the right of Rutherford here. Hamilton and Popov out there with Dominic Smarcinkiewicz, Legkov, and Wilson. This is the line that produced the goal that made it 1-0 here in the early minutes of this period. Dominic Smarcinkiewicz squeezed off behind the net. Popov there to help him out. Runs into Hamilton, trying to squeeze by him. Lead ahead to center off the skates of Marcinkiewicz. Turn back in. Hamilton will come over to get it left side. Hamilton and Popov have never played together before, so you're probably going to see just them ironing out the communication and positioning issues here in this first period for sure. Legkov, left side. Hamilton down into the rush. In front. Poked away. And the puck up the high slot. Columbus will push back. Up the left side. Here they come. Barrow leaving it off on the wing. Shot save Rutherford. Rebound swept behind the net. Comes over to the near side. Poked along by Popov. And Wilson to the boards. Can't get it out, though. Storjahan keeps it in. Barrow cuts in, back to the slot. Shot save Rutherford on Storjahan once again, as Wilson will get it out over the blue line. The puck picked up there by Dominic Smarcinkiewicz. He tried to send it deep, turned right back by Thornton. And now here's a penalty coming up, and it's going to be against Columbus. Wilson moving in, but he's offside with Legkov. Oh, what a shame. That would have been 2-0. Legkov was just ahead of the play. Would have been a brilliant scoring chance. Instead, when we come back, 5:58 into this first period, leading at 1-0, IceCats are going to the power play. Back with more in a moment. This is IceCats Hockey.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network. Evening Shade has been serving the Florence area for over 20 years. As a 3M and SunTech authorized dealer, the Evening Shade team is qualified and ready to help you with your project. Whether it's residential window tinting, paint protection film for your vehicle, commercial signage, or vehicle wraps, we can do it all. Evening Shade Incorporated. Trust a team with over 2 decades of experience.
Dal Massimo Ristorante Italiano, where culinary passion meets the art of hospitality. Established in 2010, our restaurant was born out of a love for authentic flavors and a commitment to providing our guests with a memorable dining experience. At Dal Massimo, we believe that food is more than just sustenance. It's a celebration of culture and community. Whether you're here for a cozy dinner, a festive celebration, we look forward to serving you.
Back here on IceCats Hockey, 5:58 into the first period. Presented by your PD area GMC dealers. We are professional grade. It's Alex Storjahan into the box for cross-checking. And it's the first Chick-fil-A power play of the night. McGill Diaz will control, move it over. There's a shot, tipped out of play on the wrister from the near dot. 21.8% on the power play. That's 5th in the FPHL this year for the IceCats. 83.9 on the kill, 4th for this River Dragons team. Elijah Wilson, wearing number 16, getting his first chance with a power play unit here, making his IceCats debut tonight. Wilson wearing number 16 to the left point, McGill Diaz. Onto the right side to Houston Wilson. Into the slot, Elijah Wilson, left side corner. Behind the net. Played around there by Welsh, cut off and cleared by Columbus. Rutherford will tee it up. McGill Diaz, left side. And here comes Elijah Wilson. Wilson around the boards to the right wing side. Another chance to clear, and down it goes. In on Rutherford again. Power play unit will change it up. And McGill Diaz waiting. Right side to Zajac. Zajac with a cross ice feed. That's deflected on in. And again, Columbus will fire it at least to center where it hit Marcinkiewicz. Zajac onto the right side. So the Twins are out there now with Legkov, Frolov. Dominics works it in left side. Trying to hit Zajac. Pass was tipped behind him and sent down the ice. Rutherford gives it away. Side of the net. Had to dive over to make a save. And the puck is jammed out of play. Oh, my goodness. Ryan Hunter had a chance. He tried to wrap it back in front very quickly. Parker Rutherford. Almost a big puck handling miscue, but fortunately it works out. 46 seconds to go. The cross-checking penalty against Storjahan on this Chick-fil-A power play. 7:13 into the first. And it's one back towards McGill Diaz. He'll go in behind the net. Carried out the right side, look to move it ahead. Ahead to Houston Wilson. Wilson sends it around the rim. Chased down into the left wing corner by Welsh. Welsh, Elijah Wilson trying to help him out. The pile forms over there. Robinson trying to pull it out to the left pointers. McGill Diaz over to Houston Wilson. At the dot, his wrist shot, and that one just past the blocker of Roy. Puck to the left point, McGill Diaz. He'll flip it around the wall. Bockwell sending it the other way. Underwood on the loose puck, looking for a seam, gets it to the line off of Houston Wilson. It does come out over the blue line. Time ticking down to the power play here as it's fired back in up the left side. Welsh chasing it down, but that's going to do it. Storjahan onto the box, and the IceCats are 0 for 1 on the power play. Here's Doherty looking to move it ahead for Columbus onto the left side. Bockwell will bank it up the dasher, and now it's turned over to Houston Wilson. In on the right side, leaving it. Patrick Marcinkiewicz through a screen, didn't get the puck through. Puck on the near side. Underwood Around one, ahead to center. Doherty will feed it back to the lefty, and now quickly back to the right side. Underwood, he's got Patrick Marcinkiewicz on him. Had to just bank it out. Della Savita onto the right wing, pass Andrew Zajac trying to cut through the D. He curls back, looking for help, feeds it up top. Robinson cutting to his left, he scores! Correction, that's Vadim Frolov cutting to his left. Frolov with a wrist shot. As he lets that one go from the slot, it looked like it caught the left arm of Roy, but he couldn't keep it out. The shot coming in here. Nice job by Zajac to pull up in space. Find Frolov cutting in, and in the high slot, he just goes back across the body. Great shot by Frolov, who really is rediscovering his offense here lately. Much to the delight of IceCats Nation. So for Frolov, that's his 13th goal of the season.
IceCats goal is 13th of the season. Score number 18.
IceCats right back in. Chance in front. Roy the save, and the rebound cleared out.
Assistant number 8, Dennis Zajac. Time of goal, 8:43 of the first period.
Zajac the assist. They may tack another one on there, but we will see on the change. It was one of the Marcinkiewicz, might have been Dominic's, who tipped it ahead, went to the change, and I believe Frolov was the player that came out on the change. Sent in from center, around to the far side by Barrow. Waiting there is Wilson. He'll feed it back to Popoff. Popoff gives it up on the near corner, though. Barrow centering attempt, poked away by Rutherford. And wedged out by Hamilton. And now Legkov knocks down Thornton. And there's going to be a penalty coming. Jacob Snellenberg, Columbus backup goaltender. Oh, he called that penalty right away. His arm shot up in the air over there. He was ready. He was on it. He's got a future, that kid. We'll see him in stripes one day. Time of the penalty is 9:38. Power play for the River Dragons, the league's top-ranked power play. Holding the indication as it's cleared to center. Here's Houston Wilson, short-handed breakaway, cutting it on goal to the forehand, backhand, and he tried to leave it on a goal line. Puck still free. Roy finally covers. Roy got the right leg out across the goal line. Wilson tried to do a little bit of a flyby to the backhand. And Wilson, a great scoring chance, but as he went in after it, cutting into the backhand, went to the forehand, and then just tried to leave it behind him, but Roy was wise to it. So the Bluefish IT Solutions penalty kill almost strikes for a shorthanded goal. There's 12 of them already on the sheet this year for PD, which was first pretty much the whole season. Now PD second in the league in shorthanded goals, but boy, can they fly. And they're going to try again here. Patrick Marcinkiewicz up the right side. Colton on him as he takes it around behind the net. He gets rubbed out back there, but still has the puck in his skates. He and Zajac battle, and now Columbus trying to move it away to center. They will finally get that one in. At the line, turned right back over, though. Marcinkiewicz in space looking for Zajac. A little too far for him in the stretch. And Thornton has to wheel it back, and he gives it up. Marcinkiewicz, oh, and he chopped him down to the ice. Penalty coming. And the extra man will be out as Rutherford to the bench. Thornton didn't have much of a choice. I will say that, because Marcinkiewicz was in on a break. And that is one of your league's leading goal scorers all alone, in by himself, is the touch at center here. We'll bring the penalty call when we come back. 9:10 to go here in the first period. First period action presented by your PD area GMC dealers. 2-0 IceCats. This is IceCats Hockey.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network.
Gorget is a local craft distillery based in Lugoff, South Carolina, producing rum, vodka, whiskey, and bourbon in small batches. Founded in 2015 by 3 local gentlemen, Gorget has a fine line of handmade, local spirits. No matter what you desire, we have something for you. Isn't it about time you revolutionize your spirit? Visit us online at gorgetdistilling.com.
For 25 years, Stefano's Italian of Florence has brought the heart of Italy to your table. Experience the tradition with hand-tossed pizzas crafted with love and care. Our secret is our robust Italian seasonings and the finest imported cheese and our choice imported meats. At Stefano's, we share a taste of the old country with each bite. Stefano's, a taste of Italy.
Back here on IceCats hockey, 2-0, PD in the lead. 4-on-4 for 49 seconds. Shot off the faceoff by Miguel Diaz, blocked off the shins of Underwood. Storjahan lost a stick on the play. And now it's turned over just inside the line off of that discarded stick. Here's Robinson on the right wing. Robinson trying to cut in. He'll leave it on the right side wall to Miguel Diaz. Miguel Diaz driving to Robinson in front. And that one, I believe Roy got a piece with a stick. Played to the left point. Hamilton tried to backhand it long, stolen by Storjahan. He's off up the right side, cutting in, and it's slapped away by Miguel Diaz. Nice defensive play there by the captain. Hamilton moving it ahead to center. He'll curl back. His mates are changing, so he'll just pull it on back, and he gives the head nod, says, everybody come on, join me back here. That everybody includes Patrick Marcinkiewicz is now on to the power play for PD. Patrick Marcinkiewicz, right side in. Weaving with Dominics, feeding it to the left side circle. Legkov out there. Frolov, Zajac. Legkov down to the left side corner. Zajac, backdoor feed. Cleared up top. Patrick Marcinkiewicz, left side into the slot, and that one is ripped wide by Frolov. Legkov, left half wall. Left corner, Zajac, slot. Oh, that one hooked wide by Frolov around to the right point. Nice job by Patrick Marcinkiewicz to get there, keep it in. Down to Dominics in the corner. Frolov, backdoor, Legkov. Oh, boy, he just missed that top corner. Not by much. Now another centering attempt is deflected, and it comes out. And Patrick Marcinkiewicz trying to turn quickly with it into space right at the line. Here's Zajac feeding it onto the wing. Legkov cutting it on goal. Puck is swatted across the crease. Left point is put right to the middle. Zajac over one time. Dominics rips it high. Frolov tried to keep it, but it is kept in by Patrick's. Down to Frolov in the left half wall. High slot. Zajac over to the dot. One-timer. Roy the save coming to his left on Dominics. Puck behind the net again. Fed up top. Here's Patrick's. Stops. Delays. Tried for a tip at the side of the net. Goes off Dominics. Bouncer right in the middle. Kept in by Patrick's. He runs into a check, and the puck comes out. Patrick Marcinkiewicz right back in, left side. Dominics has room. Wrist shot, left pad save Roy. Legkov try to put it up top. Della Savita's going to back up. Puck around him. Here comes Kyle Moore breaking on the left side. Moore in with a tuck move, and the shot is stopped by Rutherford. He'll hold on to the rebound. Moore driving in on that left side on his backhand, cut to the forehand, put the shot into Rutherford, and he made the save hanging on to it in his chest protector. Face-off coming up to the left of Rutherford. Puck up top. There's a quick shot by Moore off the face-off, and it's knocked away from Joel Texmo. Missed last night's game. Back in there tonight for number 95. Puck played ahead of the left wing side. Underwood will flip it into the far side corner, block it away by Rutherford. Into the left wing corner, Texmo, hook it behind the net. 6:20 to go here in period number 1. On to the near side, here's Della Savita. Marcinkiewicz with a bank pass across. And it's fed back now towards Razilov. Columbus getting aggressive on the forecheck here. And now it's tipped ahead. Robinson will deflect it down. He'll go for the change here as they wave off icing on the tip. Moore onto the left side. Texmo couldn't leave the zone. Sent right back in. Bach will behind his own net. Houston Wilson will force him out the right side. Bach will ahead. Wickline chips it on. Storjahan in with a wrist shot. Right pad save Rutherford. Legkov on the rebound. And as that's cleared out, it's sent right back in. Rutherford on the handoff here behind the net, leaving it for Popov. IceCats on the regroup. There's a stretch to center for Legkov, trying to cut around Thornton, but Thornton took the puck away from it. Back on the right side, Columbus driving in on the wall. Wickline trying to go back for it. Into the near side corner. Storjahan, centering attempt. Houston Wilson cut it off, put it behind the net. Bank pass far side, and it's kept in at the left point by Thornton. Rolling puck, he drove it wide. Around it comes to the near side. Here's Barrow cutting to his left along the blue line. His shot tumbling towards the slot. Ends up far corner. Legkov chipping it free, but down on the near side is Storjahan. Backdoor feed, and it hops over the stick of Barrow, who goes to the left point with it. There's a shot, goes off Legkov and into the IceCats bench. 4:53 to go in the first. 2-0 your score. First period action brought to you by your PD area GMC dealers. This is IceCats Hockey.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network.
McLeod Health is committed to helping you obtain a healthy lifestyle and improve your overall health. Medically trained in the areas of fitness and nutrition, we can help you reduce your risk for certain diseases and live a long, healthy life through fitness and wellness programs, community health education, and 2 medically based wellness centers. McLeod Health is with you on your journey to better health. Discover a new you at McLeod Health and Fitness Centers.
Get ready to savor the flavors of our long-standing family recipes, bursting with authenticity and love. Indulge in the vibrant colors and aromas that create a fiesta for your senses with every bite. Your journey through our menu is a delicious adventure guided by tradition and the freshest ingredients Mother Earth has to offer. Come join us at 842 Woody Jones Boulevard in Florence. Order online at margaritasmexicanrestaurants.com. Margaritas. Experience the love in every bite.
Back here in the first period, 4:53 to go in the opening frame. Tom Callahan here with you. Face off to the right of Parker Rutherford. Zajac in for the draw. And it's won back by Columbus. Shot coming in. That one is high over top of the net. Ends up in the near side corner. Zajac tied up by Stefanini. Zajac trying to move it along, and it's poked in behind the net. Della Savita. Neal backhanded ahead. Thornton turning it back, but right there, Patrick Marcinkiewicz. In over the line, Marcinkiewicz lost it, but Zajac there gave it back to him. His shot from the off angle saved Roy, and he sprawls to cover. Caught that one up high on the shoulder, was able to dive ahead and get it. Hang on for the face-off. Want to remind everybody, with only 5 home games left, coming up here, actually 4 home games after tonight, IceCats Hockey is more fun in a group. Whether you're celebrating a special event, hosting a corporate outing, or just looking for a great night out for you and your friends, maybe your family, the PD IceCats want to host you. Email our group sales department at tickets@pdprohockey.com. That's tickets@pdprohockey.com, and get ready to party. Face-off coming out to the left of Roy. Columbus will control and pitchfork that one down the ice. Should be an icing. No, they wave it off. Ooh, late whistle. Okay. Just kidding. Face-off will come back down to the left of Roy. Nope, they're going to put on the dotted center. I don't know how they wave this icing off. I have no idea. But indeed, they will face it off at center. With 4:18 to go in the first, 2-0 your score. Shots 9-7 in favor of the IceCats right now. But they are going to throw Jemayev out of the draw. So Robinson and Moore. And Robinson wins it back. Abdella to his left. He'll move it ahead. Robinson onto the left wing side, and a chance down low. Oh, Robinson tried to go glove, just missed that far post. Great feed from Elijah Wilson. He's out there now as well onto the left side. And put to the point, shot in by Abdella. Rebound again, Robinson, a shot, and Roy sprawls to his left to make the save. Welsh over there in the pile as well. Robinson now played to the near side, and Columbus going to break the zone. Bank pass onto the left wing was behind Ryan Hunter, who stood up nicely by Miguel Diaz. More into the left side corner. Tried to center. Taken away. And Elijah Wilson will clear to the line. Poked out of there by Miguel Diaz all the way down and in fact on goal, so no icing. Boy, the crowd wanted Nick Miguel Diaz to take off after it. Abdella playing it across to Hamilton, who's out on the change. Abdella hooked up, lost it on the wall. Storjahan up with it. Storjahan backhand feed across, they score. Barrow cutting down the left side, wide open on the back door. Both defensemen, it was Abdella and Hamilton, which was half a D change. They were both on the near side of the ice, and the wingers did not pick up. Barrow charging in down the left side, so it's 2-1. PD now in the lead by a goal, and Columbus gets on the board. I mean, that's Barrow's bread and butter. Just that backdoor feed. He's always over there lurking. He attacks with speed, and if you're not looking for him, he slides right by you. And again, Barrow, like you look at the top of the league's leading goal scorers, it's been Barrow and Marcinkiewicz up there pretty much the whole season. Puck up top. Here's Popoff with a chance and to save Roy. But Barrow's now got 37 on the season, which is one better than Marcinkiewicz's 36. And depending on what Binghamton's C.J. Stubbs is doing tonight, right now, Barrow is by himself at the league lead for goals. Storjahan and Wickline, by the way, the assists on that goal. And it'll be moved ahead here by Columbus. Wickline onto the left side. Back across Storjahan to Wickline. In front again. Went off Popoff to the far corner. Barrow centering attempt. That one knocked away by Zajac. Wickline hit Zajac again with a chance. And now it's out at center. Hamilton tried to break ahead into the rush. Had to flip it back off the glass. A bouncer the other way. Rutherford out to tee it up side of the net. Popoff leaving it to Hamilton. Hamilton up the left side to Frolov. Here comes Frolov with a high wedge. Roy has it go over top of the net. Lands in behind him around to the right wing. Doherty feeds it through center off a stick blade. A bouncer gloved down by Della Savita. And it's fired right back in by Columbus. Off the glass it goes, collected by Razilov. He'll feed it back to Della Savita. Razilov right side. Moving it ahead, Robinson. A little flip into space there. Came right back to him on the right wing. Cross ice. Oh, boy. He had a chance to hit Pizzamenti in stride, but back comes Columbus on the steal. But turned over there. Now it's right back to Doherty. Doherty into the slot, but that one is sent ahead. Pizzamenti up the left side, and now they've got numbers. Pizzamenti tried to send it in front, went off the skates of Thornton. He was looking in front there for Welsh, couldn't get it through. Welsh over to the right wing, trying to attack that puck as it's cleared to center. And now back in Thornton. Thornton stops, runs into traffic, and loses the puck. Abdella tried to clear. Thornton knocked it down, and the slab of the shot right past save Rutherford. And Nick Miguel Diaz up with the rebound. Houston Wilson tried to fire it ahead. Galvin blocked it. That bouncer turned back in by Doherty, but we got a penalty call in behind the play. It's going to be a roughing. And that is Joel Texmo heading into the box for roughing. So back to the Chick-fil-A power play for the third time here in the first period. 0 for 2 for the PD IceCats. .18:57, time of the call. So see if the IceCats can do anything here before the end of the frame. So leg call will curl back in his own end. To move it ahead. Everybody here rooting for some free Chick-fil-A. Frolov in on the left side, cutting to his right. He'll send it on to the half wall. Marcinkiewicz over there. Dominic's into the right side corner. And now forced up top, Patrick's looking for a lane. His shot off a shin and the other way. Here's a breakaway chance for Jemayev, and on goal he scores. Alexander Jemayev with a short-handed goal. And this game's tied up at 2. with 22.9 seconds left in the period. Jemayev with the shot block. It'll be an unassisted goal. .1937 time of the marker, and for Jemayev, that's his 12th of the season. Only the 5th shorthanded goal given up by PD this year. So now the game tied. Rutherford thought about coming out to play, and he actually had plenty of time. I don't think he knew how much time he had to get to that puck ahead of Jemayev. Unfortunately for the IceCats, all the way around, things just went poorly in that situation, and so cleared down one more time with 8 seconds to go. Elijah Wilson trying to play it ahead. They could charge in here. Robinson left side. Wilson in with a shot. Roy the save. Good job to get a chance away with 0.4 seconds to go, but we are going to end this period tied at 2. And they're going to take Rutherford off here just to put an extra man out there. Might as well. But it'll be a little less than a minute of carryover power play time unless something absolutely miraculous happens off this faceoff. 0.4 seconds isn't even really enough time to win the draw. See if they're going to add any time to the clock. And you pretty much have to shoot this. One back, Marcinkiewicz lets it go at the horn, and that one disappears into the netting, and that's it for the period. So indeed it is 59 seconds of carryover power play time here, but certainly a disappointing end to period number 1. And it's 2-2 after 1. A very different feel to this game. 20 minutes in now, all of a sudden here, we had a lot of positive energy for the IceCats going on to the power play, thinking maybe they could stretch the lead, and instead they end up tied. So we'll shift on into our first period intermission report. When we come back, we will take a look at the scoring for you. We'll also have an update on the out-of-town scoreboard. It is a busy day in the NHL, as well as college basketball, and of course in the FPHL, always busy on a Saturday night. So stay tuned. We've got plenty more coming your way here. 20 minutes in the books, tied at 2, Columbus and PD. This is IceCats Hockey.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network.
For 20 years, we've captured more than weddings. We've captured legacies. The laughter, the tears, the moments that last a lifetime. Every glance, every vow, every I do, preserved in stunning cinematic detail. Because your love story deserves more than memories. It deserves to be a film that lives forever. Something to remember wedding productions. 2 decades of love stories, beautifully told.
Welcome to Seminar Brewing, where craft beer meets culinary delight. Located at 551 West Lucas Street in the heart of Florence, we offer an unforgettable experience for beer enthusiasts and food lovers alike. Pair your favorite brew with our mouth-watering menu. Our kitchen serves up everything from savory snacks to hearty meals, all crafted to complement our beers perfectly. Seminar Brewing. Taste the difference that local passion makes.
Southco Commercial Curb Appeal is the trusted partner for businesses in Florence and surrounding areas that want to maintain a clean, safe, and attractive commercial properties. With our wide range of services, from sweeping and landscaping to snow and ice treatment, we're here to ensure your property remains in pristine condition all year long. Southco Commercial Curb Appeal. Experience the difference.
With over 74 years of combined experience, Hometown Floor Coverings is the PD's flooring experts with attention to detail and professionalism. Whether it's commercial or residential, our installers are very reputable and trustworthy. Contact us today for free estimates. Hometown Floor Coverings, the flooring installers you can trust. Bring new life to your home.
Welcome to Creekside, where great food meets the perfect game of pool. Since 2021, we've been serving up delicious meals and creating memorable moments in our unique dining atmosphere. Whether you're planning a celebration or a corporate gathering, Creekside offers the ideal blend of delectable cuisine and entertainment. Come for the taste, stay for the experience. Creekside, the ultimate destination for fun and flavor.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network.
Back here on IceCats Hockey, Tom Callahan here with you, and we're 20 minutes in to this second of three on the weekend between Columbus and your PD IceCats. Last night, it was a 5-3 win for PD. Tonight, through one period, this game is already tied at 2. And the pendulum has swung both ways in this one. In the first half of the first period, it definitely belonged to the IceCats. They got on the board at 2:43. Jake Hamilton, his first of the season, with a shot from the left point. Assist going to Legkov and Dominic Marcinkiewicz at 2:43 on the board early. Felt pretty good for the IceCats, especially picking up where they left off from last night. And then at 8:43, they make it 2-0. Frolov cutting into the slot right to left with a wrist shot that beats Ty Roy for his 13th of the year. Zajac with the only assist on that goal. But later in the period, the momentum swung firmly back to the Columbus River Dragons at 16:49. Barrow with his 37th of the year from Storjahan and Wickline with a really nice feed. Wickline right across the ice, and Tyler Barrow driving that left wing side puts the puck away. And a great shot, goal scorer's goal. It's 2-1. Then late in the period with the IceCats on the power play, a short-handed marker for the Columbus River Dragons. Alexander Jemaev blocks a shot off Patrick Marcinkiewicz up top and then outraces him down the ice through the puck, ends up putting the puck over the shoulder of the goaltender Parker Rutherford for a tying goal at 19:37. And just so many things on that shorthanded goal. Jemaev coming down the ice. Rutherford probably had time to beat him in a race to the puck. And Marcinkiewicz, Patrick Marcinkiewicz, just did not hustle back after the puck on that particular play. And it ends up biting him for a goal, and it's 2-2 after one period of play. Power plays in the frame. River Dragons go 0-for-1, and the IceCats 0-for-2. They do have a minute of carryover power play time into this third period. Shots 11 for PD and 7 for Columbus. We're going to take a break right now. Why don't we come back on the other side of it? We'll take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard. Busy night for that here, so stay tuned. There is plenty more coming your way. Tied at 2 after 1. This is IceCats Hockey.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network. This portion of today's broadcast is brought to you by McLeod Health and Fitness Center, the wellness leader. Austin and Associates. The right agent can lead the way. Hertz Car Rentals. Smart deals for any destination. Sports Clips Haircuts, the pros in men's and boys' hair.
McLeod Health is committed to helping you obtain a healthy lifestyle and improve your overall health. Medically trained in the areas of fitness and nutrition, we can help you reduce your risk for certain diseases and live a long, healthy life through fitness and wellness programs, community health education, and 2 medically based wellness centers. McLeod Health is with you on your journey to better health. Discover a new you at McLeod Health and Fitness Centers.
Known for his integrity, attention to detail, and client-first approach, Sean Austin builds lasting relationships based on trust and results. Whether you're a first-time homebuyer, a seasoned investor, or looking to sell your current home, Sean combines local expertise with strong negotiation skills to deliver a seamless experience from start to finish. Austin and Associates at RE/MAX Professionals. Your next address is just a slap shot away. Go IceCats!
Driving a new car from Hertz might drive your real car crazy.
Nice car.
Looks new.
Thanks, Tom Brady.
Have a fling with our newest fleet yet.
I'll miss your new car smell.
Rent now at Hertz.com.
No matter which sport clips you walk into, you'll know it's special. And just for you. Our stylists don't guess your best cut. They are experts in men's and boys' hair. Our cutting zone has all the basics and specialized equipment. From our comfortable cutting chairs to an array of specialized cutting tools and clippers. We got you covered. Visit Sport Clips of Florence today, located at 1940 Hoffmeyer Road, Suite D. We are the pros in men's hair.
The PD IceCats are lighting up the scoreboard, and Powers Properties is proud to be the official housing provider. Looking for an apartment? Powers Properties has you covered with modern apartments, convenient locations, and a team that puts you first. Just like the IceCats, we know what it takes to win, on and off the ice. Score big with Powers Properties. Relax, you are home.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network.
Back here on IceCats Hockey, Tom Callahan here with you. 20 minutes in the books, and it is a 2-2 tie between PD and Columbus. Let's take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard here for you as we have a busy night in the FPHL tonight at Danbury Arena right now. The Hat-Tricks have a 1-0 lead over the Binghamton Black Bears. That one is at the end of the first period. Also a game we're keeping an eye on right now, Twin City 2-0 up on the Athens Rock Lobsters after one period of play. Certainly hoping to see Athens maybe help out a little bit here as they did last night with a big win. Port Huron's got a 1-0 lead towards the end of the first period over the Watertown Wolves. 1-0 Indiana over Topeka. That is also late in the first period. Biloxi and Blue Ridge tied up at 1 about halfway through the first period of that game. And coming up here in just a couple of minutes, you're going to have Monroe and Baton Rouge dropping the puck on their game. What's going on in the NHL, you ask? Well, from earlier today, Winnipeg Jets 3-1 over the Colorado Avalanche. In a shootout, Bruins 3-2 over the Capitals. Senators blanked the Ducks 2-0. And then we've got some action right now that sees the Rangers up 4-1 on the Minnesota Wild. Leafs and Sabres are tied up at 1. By the way, that Rangers game is in the third period. Leafs and Sabres tied up at 1. That is after 1. Sharks and Canadians also tied at 1 after 1. Into the second period, the Carolina Hurricanes have a 2-0 lead over the Tampa Bay Lightning. Devils likewise 2-0 up on the Kings heading into the second. 3-0 Islanders over the Flames after one period of play. With about 7 minutes to go in the first, Blue Jackets and Flyers are tied up at 1. Dropping the puck right now, you've got Red Wings at the Dallas Stars. 9 o'clock tonight, the Penguins are at the Mammoth with no Malkin and no Crosby. 10 o'clock, Kraken at the Canucks, and the Blackhawks are at the Golden Knights. And by the way, Sidney Crosby did take morning skate today, but not quite back just yet. Also of note tonight in the NHL, Brent Burns has now played his 990th consecutive game, and Burns is all alone in second place in the NHL's all-time Ironman streak. He has now passed Phil Kessel. All right, taking a look at men's college hoops. Here is what's going on right now. Arizona's got a 3-point lead on Houston, and that one in the Big 12 tournament is about 6:40 left to go in the second half. Early in the second half, St. John's with a 47-38 lead over UConn. The only later tip tonight is going to be Duke and Virginia in the ACC tournament final. Earlier in the SEC tournament semifinal, Arkansas needed OT to get by Ole Miss 93-90. Big Ten tournament semifinal, Michigan beat Wisconsin 68-65. Vanderbilt 91-74 over number 4 Florida in the other SEC tournament semifinal. So look out, Vandy and Arkansas for the SEC tournament. And number 18 Purdue 73-66 winners over UCLA in the Big Ten tournament. So we'll keep an eye on the other basketball games and see what we get for finals. But boy, I tell you what, we're almost to the time to pick a bracket and figure it out. By the way, I wanted to let you all know they made an adjustment to the shots on goal in this game. Columbus now has credit for 9 shots, and PD still with 11. That's it for the first period intermission report. We'll take a break. When we come back, it'll be time for second period action. Tied at 2. IceCats with about a minute of Chick-fil-A power play time up on the board to start things off. Come on back and join us. That's coming up next. This is IceCats Hockey.
Hey, grab me one, too.
From home entertainment to the technology that keeps your world connected and secure, at PHT Audio Video and Security, we don't stop at residential solutions. Our team designs and installs professional commercial systems built for performance and reliability. Secure what matters with advanced security systems and stay protected day or night with powerful camera systems engineered for clarity. No matter the need, expertly installed and perfectly integrated.
Hey, this is Kendria Robinson, family nurse practitioner at Practical Purpose Solutions. If you are dealing with brain fog, fatigue, lack of energy, not feeling productive at work due to that, or you're having any type of gut health problems, or you're even having a severe cold, book your IV hydration therapy service with Practical Purpose Solutions at practicalpurposesolutions.com, or you can call 843-799-2210. We look forward to serving you. You have the problem and we have the solution.
This sandwich, it's a complete game changer. Hello, this is Mike, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A Pretzel Cheddar Club is that juicy chicken with that toasty pretzel bun. From the first bite to the last bite, that bun, it's crispy, cozy, just amazing. With the pretzel bun, the Dijon mustard, and the chicken, you have those 3 things together, and it makes that sweet, savory kind of combination. It's everything that you love about food rolled into one. It looks phenomenal. It tastes great. It's delicious.
Real guests paid for their testimonial.
Ding dong.
Mountain dude?
The mountain is calling.
Give me a mountain, lots to do. Give me the sunshine, give me a dew. Give me something simple and true. All I need is sunshine and that cool, refreshing mountain dew. Yeah, give me the sunshine, give me a dew.
Dal Massimo Ristorante Italiano, where culinary passion meets the art of hospitality. Established in 2010, our restaurant was born out of a love for authentic flavors and a commitment to providing our guests with a memorable dining experience. At Dal Massimo, we believe that food is more than just sustenance. It's a celebration of culture and community. Whether you're here for a cozy dinner, a festive celebration, we look forward to serving you.
Back here on PD IceCats Hockey, Tom Callahan here with you. 1 period in the books. About to start second period action. IceCats on the power play for 59 seconds to kick things off. gave up a shorthanded goal on this power play right before the end of the period. Alexander Jemayev, the unassisted marker. I'm sure the IceCats are hoping to get it right back here. Coaching staff returning to the ice, led by head coach Gary Graham. Parker Rutherford will assume the cage down to the left of our broadcast location. Ty Roy down to our right as the IceCats roll left to right on your radio dial. Second period action presented by Bud Light. And it'll be Zajac, the Twins, Frolov, Legkov, the power play unit out to start things off here for this first minute of the second period, tied at 2. Moore, Underwood, Bach, Will Hunter, the penalty killers for Columbus. And Moore moves it ahead, and here's Ryan Hunter pushing him, but he lost the handle on it. And Patrick Smarson-Kevics will flip it ahead, and now Zajac charging ahead. In over the line to Dominic Smarson-Kevics. Down to Zajac to Dominic's. To Zajac slot. Quick shot, shoulder save. And back to Dominic's on the rebound. Up top, Frolov lets it go. Patrick's up top. Dominic's near half wall. Up to the blue line himself. Fights off a hook. Keeps it in. Into the corner. Zajac centering feed, and that one is picked off by 3 white jerseys and gotten to center. And so now ahead, here's Frolov, puck out of his skates, try to hook it across, and it's rolling in the slot. Blockwell with the backhand, gets it out to center. He's got to wait, though, wanted to move back in right away, gives it to Legkov. Legkov will peel it back. That'll do it for the power play. 5 seconds to go as Marcinkevics up the left side. Patrick's in, rolling puck with a wrist shot. He scores! Oh, my goodness! Patrick Marcinkevics with a wrister from the left wing side that beats Ty Roy. Far post off of his glove. 3-2 IceCats. It is not a power play goal by 2 seconds. Sorry, PD. No Chick-fil-A. But again, a tie atop the league goal scoring lead as Patrick Marcinkevics has his 37th. Back the other way, Barrow onto the right side with a shot save, Rutherford. Around to the right point, that shot is deflected into the left wing corner. Fed down low, Barrow tried to center, hit a skate. And now a chance to clear to the line. No, not out. Storjon holding it in. Della Savita chasing to the far side. They'll curl it back, and now Razilov to the right wing. Lost at center. Thornton will throw it right back in. Puck comes across, left point, here's Thornton. Through traffic, a shot. That one stays out, comes around the near rim, and it is finally poked out by the IceCats. Patrick Marcinkevics, 101 into period number 2 with a goal. And what did we have the whistle for? Well, they called it offside, but it was not. 3-2 your score. PD in the lead 2 minutes into the second period. Doherty and Dominic Marcinkevics having a discussion on the far side. The linesman has to come over to get in between them. Stefanini in for the face-off. Stefanini able to win it back to the D. Patakin tied up on the near side, but did get it ahead. Galvin just over the line. Wilson pushing back in, offside. That one is offside. Legkov, the only goal, or the only assist on the Marcinkevics goal. Legkov's got 2 helpers tonight. Hamilton, Frolov, and Patrick Marcinkevics for the IceCats. Barrow and Jemayev for the River Dragons. Columbus winning the face-off back. They bump it over the line, but turn it over there. Backing on the left side. There's a shot off the right shoulder of Roy. Puck pushed in behind the net. Around to the near side, it comes McGill Diaz, pinching, trying to keep it in. A bouncing puck is finally knocked out of there by Galvin. Fed back across. Colton will pick it up off the dasher. Looking on to the wing here, and down the ice it goes. McGill Diaz chasing after it. He'll loop out the far side. Nick McGill Diaz up the left wing, getting it ahead. Legkov hooks it across. Dominic Smarson-Kevics to Wilson. Wilson sends it deep. Behind the net, Patekin. Back up the near side. Stefanini with it. His outlet to center, poked up in the air and way out of play. And we get a whistle. Not quite 3 minutes into this second period. Well, PD accomplished what it wanted to. They had a quick response here to open the second period to get the lead back. Not quite a power play goal, but honestly, I think one that Ty Roy would definitely want to have back. It's almost like Marcinkiewicz, who was over there by himself. He did not have a passing option, so you knew he was going to shoot. And it still seemed to catch the Columbus goaltender off guard. There's a turnover on a bouncing puck. And Moore tried a shot, didn't get through. Back Marcinkiewicz onto the left side. Frolov offside at the line. It's a third offside for PD, and we played 3:12 into the second period. Kyle Moore having a discussion with the referee. Jemayev in for the faceoff. Parker Rutherford came out to shove a discarded stick out towards someone in stripes, and now it is escorted to the Columbus bench. And they're going to toss Zajac out of the draw. Frolov in for it. He wins it back as the crowd tries to get behind this PD IceCats team and encourage them forward. Zajac in on the left side, charging up after the puck. Scoots it around to the near side. Patrick Smarcinkiewicz around to the right point. Popoff onto the left side. Gets it back up top. Popoff through traffic. Shot blocked. Right over to Frolov. His wrister. Ends up down low. Patrick Smarcinkiewicz to Frolov. Shoulder save. Roy rebound right across the slot. And it's Underwood getting there first. He'll pull it around behind the net. Reversing it to the right side. Bockwell trying to play it out of there, and it is bumped out to center. Picked up there, and Moore lost the handle, though. Here's Frolov back in the left side. Tried to center. Pass blocked. They jam away at it. Frolov, took a chop on the hand there. Had to feed it back. Della Savita. Getting it across to Popoff with midway through a change here. They wave off icing. Here's Elijah Wilson up with the forecheck. Broke his stick. Back up the left side. Hunter out to center. Off the skate of Elijah Wilson with a new twig. Wilson turning with it, feeding it down low to Robinson. Robinson into the left side corner. And now it'll be pushed ahead. The River Dragons get it to center. Moore fires it in from the stripe. Round it goes to the far side. Razilov can't catch up with it. Jemayev keeping it in. Back around to the near side corner. Della Savita up with it. 4.5 minutes into the second period. This one dumped down. Pizzamenti up after it as it's flung back up the near side glass by Roy. Barrow goes cross ice, and the puck just gets out over the line. Legkov with a block, but Marcinkiewicz tried to feed it across. I think he thought for a moment, he saw the referee over there and thought it was a black jersey. He literally tried to fire a pass at the ref on the near side. Abdella with the puck behind his own net. Over to McGill Diaz. And out ahead, Marcinkiewicz, right side, Legkov, lost at the line. Wilson's got to pull it back out over as he's hooked up by Thornton. Back of the right side, Storjahan, lost it at the line in traffic. Houston Wilson gets it back across over the line, but Dominic Marcinkiewicz had it taken away. And now Barrow back into the left side corner. McGill Diaz going in after Thornton. Puck free onto the far side corner. Storjahan over there to the right point. Shot is blocked back the other way, and now a race for it. Here's a chance coming in. Legkov lost the handle. He tried to push it ahead and make a cut to the backhand, and he lost it. It did go in on goal. Roy at least had to make a save, but not a dangerous chance. Now back the other way. Columbus sniffing here. Backdoor feed. What a stop by the right pad of Rutherford as he splits out to his right. Great stop. Puck cleared off someone at the Columbus bench. We get a whistle. Parker Rutherford with a huge stop. 5:57 into the second period, 3-2 Columbus thanks to that incredible save. We're back with more in a moment. This is IceCats Hockey.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network.
Known for his integrity, attention to detail, and client-first approach, Sean Austin builds lasting relationships based on trust and results. Whether you're a first-time homebuyer, a seasoned investor, or looking to sell your current home, Sean combines local expertise with strong negotiation skills to deliver a seamless experience from start to finish. Austin and Associates at RE/MAX Professionals. Your next address is just a slap shot away. Go IceCats!
Driving a new car from Hertz might drive your real car crazy.
Nice car.
Looks new.
Thanks, Tom Brady.
Have a fling with our newest fleet yet.
You'll miss your new car smell.
Rent now at Hertz.com.
As we come back here on the YouTube side, we get another look at that tremendous split save from Parker Rutherford right before the break. What a stop to keep it a 3-2 PD IceCats lead. 5:57 into this second period. Want to say hi to all of our radio listeners on the Cumulus radio side here, our statewide network. And, of course, if you're on YouTube, if you're watching right now and you haven't already, please like, follow, and subscribe. When you subscribe, click the bell. You'll get the notifications every time we go live with a game broadcast. 3:15 again tomorrow as there's icing against PD. On a Sunday afternoon, these two teams will battle once again. 3-3 here at Florence Center. And if you're getting tickets through Ticketmaster, go to Ticketmaster.com and type in code IceCat, ICECAT. That code IceCat will get you a discount on your tickets. Of course, you can always buy tickets through the Florence Center box office as well. As it's flipped out to center again off the faceoff, this time with the bouncers. Patrick Smarcinkiewicz leaving into space. There's a shot, Roy. A right pad save there. As Frolov, nice job to get it through. Puck to the line. Not out. Frolov has some room. Looking toward the front of the net. Toe drag in with a shot. Roy was already down. Made the right pad save. Frolov got hit pretty hard there. He's back up, though. And the puck cleared away to center. Bounced off the skates of Frolov. He's still trouble with the bouncer. It ends up back with Zajac, who feeds the D. Della Savita just gets rid of it. Looked like they were playing with a Super Ball there for a moment. Cleared back the other way. Popoff back after the deflected puck. Tried to reverse it around. Instead, it's cut on the near side, right up the slot, but taken away by the PD IceCats up the left side. Here's Robinson while his mates change. He drives in deep. Robinson pinned up in the corner by Galvin. Pizzamenti trying to help him out. Welsh looking to pull it free. Doesn't go to the point with it. Robinson back in the pile as the battle resumes right at the hash marks. Far side. Welsh will feed it into the corner. But taking up the far side, not too far with it though, as Welsh steps around one. He's got it. Tried to walk it in front, but had it slapped away. Now towards the point. It's kept it again. Houston Wilson up there on the change. He'll feed it across. Della Savita's got room. Backdoor feed, but on the backhand for Welsh. He couldn't shoot. Left side, Pizzamenti leaving it down low to Wilson. Back to Pizzamenti. Passed him on the backhand to the left point. Held in right at the stripe, right behind the net. Welsh looking up top. Welsh can walk it out in front. Had some room there. Curls back into the corner with it. Feeds it behind the net. Pizzamenti. Pizzamenti up the far side. Left point. Again behind the net. That one hit it. Kind of an awkward bounce in the corner. Now lead ahead for Kyle Moore, but Moore couldn't come down with a pass. They'll chase it around into the left side of the IceCats zone. Certainly helped alleviate the pressure there on the stretch. Puck at the left point, Blockwell over to the right side. Underwood with a wrist shot. Save made by Rutherford. Rebound sent right back up towards the left point. Blockwell holding it down. Into the high slot. A bouncer over the stick of both Underwood and Jemayev. Jemayev has to go all the way back for it. Playing it ahead, here's Ryan Hunter. Into the right side corner. Razilov going back. And three players up in the forecheck here for Columbus. Ends up back around the rim to the right side. Hunter to the right point. Jemayev back down to Hunter. Hunter, turnaround shot. That one found the glass. Now right back down. It goes all the way down the ice into the right wing corner. Here's Houston Wilson. into the slot. Kicked off. Legkov came back to him. Legkov trying to battle it free. Bockwell with it. He slides it away, and at center, McGill Diaz to Abdella, quickly back in. Dominic Marcinkiewicz across into the skates of Legkov. Legkov curls up top, and now a chance McGill Diaz down low for the tip, and it was just wide. Dominic Marcinkiewicz around to the near side. He gets hit by Jamea, put a puck right back to him. Quick shot, hit Bockwell. McGill Diaz able to swat it to an open wing. Legkov will get there, keep it alive in the left side corner to Wilson. Houston Wilson pinned up on the wall. And Marcinkiewicz tried to steal it back. It comes to Jemaev. He's been out there for a while on the shift. Getting it ahead to Ryan Hunter. McGill Diaz knocks him down and takes it away. Back through center. Here's Dominic Marcinkiewicz ahead to Wilson. Houston Wilson cutting into the slot. Got chopped there. No call. Back the other way. Here comes Wickline. Leaving it. Storjahan offside at the line. 9:37 gone here in the second period. 3-2. Patrick Marcinkiewicz has given the IceCats the lead back with his 37th of the year, back into a tie for the league leading goals. He and Barrow both their 37th of the year here tonight. Face off just outside the IceCats blue line. Fed to the right side, and it'll be dumped in off the mid of Popoff into the left side corner. Barrow near dot. Here's Wickline with a chance right across the crease out the other side. Played ahead to center. Patrick Marcinkiewicz on to the left wing. And here come the IceCats. Marcinkiewicz tried to feed it for Frolov. Came back to him. Marcinkiewicz tried to dance through, leaving it on the far side. But that was picked up by Columbus, and they'll poke it ahead. Thornton had it knocked back, though. Frolov tried to steal it. Could not. And it's thrown right back into the right wing corner. Somro around to the far side. Thornton trying to wheel this one back. Somro, left wing. And Barrow turning with it. Barrow to center. In over the line. Barrow, high slot, feeds the far dot. Wrist shot, shoulder save made by Rutherford. Centering attempt right up the middle and right back down the ice. 9:25 to go here in the second. 3-2 your score. Left side, here's Thornton. Thornton cross ice, and that one is deflected. Here's Robinson after the loose puck into the forehand. Sent it just wide. He might have had a stick tip as he tried to shoot. Right point kept in by Popoff. Robinson, slot, Marcinkiewicz, backdoor feed, and that one, Abdella couldn't pull it down. On the far side, here's a chance. Welsh trying to get it to go. Another shot, save. Roy with the right pad at that near post. Welsh in the corner. Robinson, Stefanini, Thornton to the line, off a skate, kept in. Popoff a shot. Roy the save. And a hold on, and Popoff gets cross-checked by Doherty there. And I think Pops is looking for the yellow card here. He's not going to get it. We are going to get a break, however. 8:46 into the second period. 3-2 your score. PD in the lead. Second period action presented by Bud Light. This is IceCats Hockey.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network. Evening Shade has been serving the Florence area for over 20 years. As a 3M and SunTech authorized dealer, the Evening Shade team is qualified and ready to help you with your project. Whether it's residential window tinting, paint protection film for your vehicle, commercial signage, or vehicle wraps, we can do it all. Evening Shade Incorporated. Trust a team with over 2 decades of experience.
Dal Massimo Ristorante Italiano, where culinary passion meets the art of hospitality. Established in 2010, our restaurant was born out of a love for authentic flavors and a commitment to providing our guests with a memorable dining experience. At Dal Massimo, we believe that food is more than just sustenance. It's a celebration of culture and community. Whether you're here for a cozy dinner, a festive celebration, we look forward to serving you.
.846 left to go in the second period. Presented by Bud Light. 3-2 IceCats leading the Columbus River Dragons. Last night, PD won 5-3. Tonight, leading 3-2. Tomorrow, 3:15 p.m. here at Florence Center. Come on out and join us. It's been a great weekend of hockey here. Good crowd on hand here tonight once again. And we really appreciate the groundswell of support that the IceCats have gotten here in this first season here in the PD. Fans, you guys have been fantastic. Next weekend, don't forget, the Monroe Moccasins come to town for the only time this year. Puck turned over and a bouncer right in front. Roy, a little indecision about playing it. Oh, and it popped just wide of the far post. Almost ended up in the net. Up top, Miguel Diaz on the stripe to Elijah Wilson. Right side, he feeds it around. Side of the net, Welsh out the far side. Quick shot from the dot, ripped high by Abdella. Right point, kept in there. Nice job by Elijah Wilson. Back down the wall, Robinson. Robinson trying to play it around. Tied up on this near side. Jemaev trying to scoop it up the boards. Kicked off a skate, came back. He'll try the right side. And gets that one up towards Moore. Moore ahead of the lob. Looking for Ryan Hunter. Hunter into the corner. And Miguel Diaz falls puck up top. Here's Colton to his right with a long shot and a glove save by Rutherford. Face off will go to his left. PD's going to send out Legkov along with Dominic Marcinkiewicz and Houston Wilson, which usually means Delisavita and Razilov on the points here. As it's one back and the wedge out to center. A bouncer to the line, and it is poked in. Bockwell will turn it the other way. Barrow pulls it all the way back into his own zone. Watched by Legkov, trying to wheel away from him. Turned over. Dominic Marcinkiewicz looking in front. Wilson on the back door. Could not get that one to go. Pass got through to him. There's a shot and a save with the chest there for Roy. Legkov trying to fight through the check of Bockwell. They both go down to the ice. Fed ahead to Barrow. Barrow chips it into space looking for Wickline, but that one is slapped away. And Razilov will back up with it. Razilov ahead, and that one turned away and ends up with Dominic Marcinkiewicz onto the left side. Razilov will jump into the rush, leaving it back off to Marcinkiewicz, who spins back, and now it's turned over. Storjohn the other way with Barrow. They got to hustle back. Barrow in on the right side, across for Storjohn. Nice job by Delisavita to tip it away. Deflecting that pass was huge. Houston Wilson up by himself. He's going to try to drive right wing, cutting it on goal. Carries the defender stick with him. Centers. Shot by Legkov. He ripped it wide, glove side. Penalty coming up now against Columbus. As Wilson got the hook in him there, and that's going to be power play number 4 for the PD IceCats. The hooking call will go against Brody Thornton. Thornton's trying to say that Houston Wilson ripped the stick out of his hands, but it was in the armpit of Houston Wilson, or at least the crack of the elbow, and that's how he was able to end up with the stick. So hooking the call here, 13:20 into period number 2. PD on this Chick-fil-A power play 0 for 3. They missed scoring a power play goal by 2 seconds to open the period. That's how they lead 3-2. Let's see if they can actually convert on the power play here as Robinson wins that draw back up top to Miguel Diaz. Houston Wilson curls right side, feeds it to Robinson. His shot saved Roy. And Galvin flipped the line glove down by Miguel Diaz. He'll get it across. Shot coming in. That went off a skate. Ends up on the near side. Houston Wilson. Wilson, right side corner. Welsh. Back for Wilson on the half wall. Try to let it go to the point. Miguel Diaz sent it down low, but Colton gloved it down and clears. PD trying to force that one ahead. Pass cut off by Jemaev, so it ends up Miguel Diaz couldn't push that one in. And now the IceCats will begin to change the power play unit here with 1:15 to go on the man advantage. Welsh all the way back for it. He'll skate it ahead, leaving it off. So the Marcinkiewicz twins, Frolov, Legkov, all coming out now as Patrick stumps it around the right side wall. Elijah Wilson still out there on this change, tried to get to it. Bockwell able to flip it on down the ice. So now Zajac and Legkov will come out as Patrick's Marcinkiewicz moving it ahead, and now onto the left wing. Frolov will carry it in, try to drive through the slot. Taken away there, Hunter. Didn't get a lot on that backhand, but he got it far enough ahead to Jemaev, who sends it the rest of the way down. 35 seconds to go on the man advantage, so time yet for the IceCats. And here they come, sweeping in on the left side. Legkov tried to leave it off into space. Marcinkiewicz wasn't there yet, and now a 2-on-1 shorthanded. Here they come in again. Columbus in with a shot. Rutherford the save. Right back now. They better drive ahead. Here's Dominik Marcinkiewicz at the line. Keeps it onside. Tried to cut through the slot. Taken away from him. Back the other way. Here they come again. Columbus on the right wing with a shot. Rutherford a save on an awkward deflection there. Stefanini with a good chance, and that was an absolutely awful power play for PD. IceCats will change it up here. Hamilton will bring it ahead. On ahead at center. Welsh tipping it in over the line. Ends up on the near side. Now it's turning the other way. Storjahan up the left wing. Cutting in. Wickline stops. Waits. Looking for help. High slot. Barrow with a shot. Left pad save. And the rebound taken away. Robinson moving it ahead. And now right back come the IceCats. Puck rolls away. It comes in on Roy. And it's Patekin moving it away from him first. But he can't clear. Kazamenti trying to hold on the far side. Bouncing puck. They slap away at it. Robinson with it to the left point. Up top, Hamilton driving the line, and he can't keep it in on the paint there. He's got to turn back. He better hurry. A lot of pressure. Fed it back towards Popoff. Popoff had it tipped by Storjahan. Goes into the corner right side, feeds the high slot. Barrow with a shot. Hamilton blocks it. Now Storjahan over that far side, slow to get up. He is up, by the way, and he's fine. Wickline, far side, Storjahan. And now Robinson's going to move it out. On to the left wing side. Here comes Marcinkiewicz. He'll flip it into the corner and go get it. Dominik Marcinkiewicz had his stick chopped. Couldn't hang on to that puck, so Thornton will try on the left side with a bank pass ahead at center. Barrow turning it in from there. Doherty up on the forecheck into the right wing side. 3:03 to go here in the second period. 3-2 IceCats. Penalty coming up against PD. Slashing the indication. Marcinkiewicz the guilty party. So when we come back, for only the second time tonight, River Dragons on the power play. 3-2, PD in the lead. More coming your way. This is IceCats Hockey.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network.
Gorget is a local craft distillery based in Lugoff, South Carolina, producing rum, vodka, whiskey, and bourbon in small batches. Founded in 2015 by 3 local gentlemen, Gorget has a fine line of handmade, local spirits. No matter what you desire, we have something for you. Isn't it about time you revolutionize your spirit? Visit us online at gorgetdistilling.com.
For 25 years, Stefano's Italian of Florence has brought the heart of Italy to your table. Experience the tradition with hand-tossed pizzas crafted with love and care. Our secret is our robust Italian seasonings and the finest imported cheese and our choice imported meats. At Stefano's, we share a taste of the old country with each bite. Stefano's, a taste of Italy.
.256 to go here in the second period. And it's Dominik Marcinkiewicz in for the slash at 17:04. Face off to the right of Rutherford here. And it's one-baggers Colton at the left point, sending it to the right side. And getting it back. Colton into the slot with a shot off the shoulder of Rutherford. He can't find it. Now he's got it. Had to scramble a bit to get the cover, but he got it. And hangs on. Face off back to his right. Jemayev again in for this face-off, winning it back. A bouncer towards Colton. Pressured by Zajac. Puck on the right side. Popoff off the boards, hit more. Puck stays in. Left point Colton. Backhand it down low. Glove down by Popoff. Off the glass this time and all the way down the ice. Roy's got to come out to play it. Up the near side, and Zajac Had it knocked away by Moore at center. Zajic reaching for it. Ends up with Jemayeff on the left side. He'll carry it back in for Columbus. Centering attempt. That one is knocked away. Right side, Thornton. Into the right wing corner. Down to Jemayeff. Back to Thornton on the right half wall now. Up top, he'll just walk it, leave it. Right side. Kyle Moore down the right wing. Around behind the net. Puck tied up. Nice job by Razzle. Ooh. Maybe not a nice job by Hamilton, rather. Hamilton is going to end up with a penalty for throwing the check on Kyle Moore there. I can't tell you that I like that penalty. They call it holding. With exactly 2 minutes left to go here in the period. So 105 of 5-on-3 power play time for the River Dragons. The league's top power play unit with a chance to maybe do some damage here. It's going to take a big-time kill. Underwood over to the right side to Hunter. Up top to Underwood. Hunter, top of the far circle. Into the right wing corner, gets it back, hops over his stick, but he'll keep it in. Right side corner. And now they'll rotate around a little bit here. Columbus trying to get some motion going, change up the look. Barrow up top over Hunter for the one time into his left. Rutherford with a great save. Rebound in the slot is cleared down the ice. Great job there by Razilov. Made a great read on it. Back on the left side, Underwood will leave for Storjahan. Storjahan left half wall. Walks it back up top, cutting across to his right. Barrow into the right wing corner. Hunter, Storjahan, a shot, he scores. Alex Storjahan with a power play goal, 5-on-3, has tied this game at 3. .105 to go in the second period, and we're tied up again. For Storjahan, that's his 21st goal of the year. Goals in back-to-back games here on the weekend. And Columbus still has a minute of 5-on-4 power play time. Here's Barrow at the left point. Left half wall, Wickline into the left wing corner. Back up top to Barrow. Barrow, cross ice feed. Hunter over, Underwood lets it go. Save Rutherford. Rebound is cleared down the ice. River Dragons back to the attack. Barrow on the left side, leaving it for Storjahan. Barrow on the left half wall. Up top, Underwood. Underwood over one time, Hunter, and Rutherford coming to his left makes the save, and well, here we go. They get into a pile over there. Some gloves came off, and at least one, maybe two helmets. Popoff looks like one of them. And I believe that's Barrow still trying to get back after Popoff, and now he's going after McGill Diaz. Linesman getting in there. Popoff getting the crowd going on the way out here. Barrow is still upset. He's trying to get past the lines, but now he's going to go off to the locker room area. And Barrow actually had his shoulder pads come off. as he taunts the crowd on the way out. I'll tell you what, it started last night. Skate Scaldi and Kyle Moore were kind of giving it to the crowd on the way out. Now Popoff on his way out, trying to get everybody fired up, and then Barrow on his way out, getting boos as he goes down the tunnel. So, but if you're at all wondering if this game means anything to these guys, boy, absolutely does it. Because they are absolutely intense about things right now. So we're going to see here what exactly is going to come out of all this. Tied at 3 here with 22.2 seconds to go in this second period. I don't even know if the FPHL has a penalty for not having your tie down on, as obviously Barrow's jersey came off and his wasn't done. I don't know if that's really a thing in this league. And a lot of times, even if it is, it tends to get looked the other way. So, might not see anything for that whatsoever. But that is one potential penalty. Obviously, there could be roughing calls. I don't think they're going to go so far as to give them fighting. And I would imagine that whatever comes out of all this is going to be matching. I can't see a scenario here where somebody gets a power play out of all that. I think they're just going to even it up.
River Dragons penalty on number 8, Tyler Barrow, 5 minutes for fighting.
Yep, they do give him 5 minutes for fighting.
Penalty on number 25 of the IceCats, Jordan Popoff. 2 minutes for instigating and 5 minutes for fighting.
Oh, so there it is. Another 5-on-3 power play for the rest of the period for Columbus. Barrow gets 5 for fighting. Popoff got 2 for instigating and 5 for fighting. Well, if you're going to call the instigator against Popoff at the end of the frame, maybe you should have called the tie down then on Barrow. But they don't. So another power play for the River Dragons. They're 4th. They are 1 for 3 and 5-on-3 for the rest of the period. They bring it in left side. 20 seconds to work with. Here's Cody Wickline. Wickline to his right. Half wall. Puts it up top. Underwood. High slot. To his left. Time winding down. 8 seconds. Into the left wing corner. Centering attempt block. And now a chance to clear here is sent down. That should do it for the period. So PD at least survives the 5-on-3 at the end of the period here. But there will still be 1 minute and 38 seconds of carryover power play time into the third for the Popoff instigator penalty. And so that is how we get ourselves through 40 minutes. That's been a bit of an oddball game here this evening. And I am sure we'll see more of that in the third period. Don't go anywhere. This one's going to be interesting. Right down to the final buzzer, I suspect. We might even have some extra hockey tonight. Who knows? Well, we're tied at 3 after 2 periods of play. We'll take a break when we come back in our second period intermission report, brought to you by Yokohama Tires. We will take a look back at the scoring. We'll also take a look at that out-of-town scoreboard for you, so stay tuned. There is plenty more coming your way as the pucks are preparing to be chucked here in-house at Florence Center. 3-3 after 2. This is IceCats Hockey.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network.
For 20 years, we've captured more than weddings, we've captured legacies. the laughter, the tears, the moments that last a lifetime. Every glance, every vow, every I do, preserved in stunning cinematic detail. Because your love story deserves more than memories, it deserves to be a film that lives forever. Something to remember wedding productions. 2 decades of love stories, beautifully told.
Welcome to Seminar Brewing, where craft beer meets culinary delight. Located at 551 West Lucas Street in the heart of Florence, we offer an unforgettable experience for beer enthusiasts and food lovers alike. Pair your favorite brew with our mouth-watering menu. Our kitchen serves up everything from savory snacks to hearty meals, all crafted to complement our beers perfectly. Seminar Brewing. Taste the difference that local passion makes.
South Coast Commercial Curb Appeal is the trusted partner for businesses in Florence and surrounding areas that want to maintain a clean, safe, and attractive commercial properties. With our wide range of services, from sweeping and landscaping to snow and ice treatment, we're here to ensure your property remains in pristine condition all year long. South Coast Commercial Curb Appeal. Experience the difference.
With over 74 years of combined experience, Hometown Floor Coverings is the PD's flooring experts with attention to detail and professionalism. Whether it's commercial or residential, our installers are very reputable and trustworthy. Contact us today for free estimates. Hometown Floor Coverings, the flooring installers you can trust. Bring new life to your home.
Welcome to Creekside, where great food meets the perfect game of pool. Since 2021, we've been serving up delicious meals and creating memorable moments in our unique dining atmosphere. Whether you're planning a celebration or a corporate gathering, Creekside offers the ideal blend of delectable cuisine and entertainment. Come for the taste, stay for the experience. Creekside, the ultimate destination for fun and flavor.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network.
All right, pucks have been chucked here at Florence Center, and so that means it's time for us to get into our second period scoring summary. Yokohama Tires presenting the second period intermission report, and each team scoring another goal. It was even at 2 after 1, and now it's even at 3 after 2. Just 1:01 into the second period. It's Patrick Smarson-Kevics with his 37th goal of the league to put him back into a tie for the league lead. Assist going to Legkov and Dennis Zaitchik. A bit of a surprise shot from the left wing, and I think one that Roy wants back. I mean, down that left side, Marcin-Kevics bringing the puck in. And the power play had just expired, and the weird thing to me was the fact that as he's carrying this puck in and wandering down the wing, he gets that shot off, and it goes in. It looked like off of the mitt of Roy. It just was a little shocking how surprised he looked by the shot itself. But in it goes. Hey, you take them how you get them, right? And it's 3-2 at that point. Then we had to fast forward all the way towards the end of the period, a power play goal. A 5-on-3 power play goal for the Columbus River Dragons. Alex Storjahan with the goal here from Ryan Hunter. And also an assist going to Tyler Barrow. And Storjahan with goals now in back-to-back games as he was able to fire one home. And I'll tell you what, you look at the way things are going right now, like consecutive back-to-back power plays. So PD picks up a power play, or a shorthanded. They pick up a penalty late. Then they go down 5-on-3. Columbus scores in the 5-on-3. It goes back to 5-on-4. Then in net mouth collisions and then the ensuing pile in the corner, Barrow and Popoff each get 5 for fighting, but Popoff picks up an instigator penalty. Now it was another 5-on-3 for the rest of the period that, thankfully, PD manages to kill off, but carrying over into the third period, there'll be 1 minute and 38 seconds of power play time for the Columbus River Dragons once again to open things up here, as they're working on their 4th power play now of the game. They're 1 for 3 in that department. PD, meanwhile, 0 for 4 and has given up a shorthanded goal in this game. The power play has not looked sharp here this evening whatsoever. And again, I mean, you'd like to see things come together maybe a little better here for both of these teams. Certainly, if you are a fan of the IceCats, you'd like to see them do quite a bit better on the power play. But right now, well, and as I get a look at the stat sheet here, they've once again changed the first period shots. So as I go to tell you the second period shots, the first period ended up at 21-10. Second period shots, 16-9 in favor of Columbus. So PD has 30 for the game, 21 in the first, 9 in the second, 30 for the game, 10 and 16 for Columbus, 26 now for them. And as I mentioned, River Dragons are 1 for 3 in the power play, working on their 4th, heading into period number 3, and 0 for 4 for the PD IceCats here this evening. By the way, they've also still Jemaev's goal unassisted, but Wickline and Storjahan with the assists on that Barrow marker earlier in the game. And they have added a second assist to Frolov's earlier goal. That one is now also with an assist to Della Savita. So I think that has caught us up on all the changes that we've had here statistically. If anything else changes, I'll let you guys know. But in the meantime, I think that puts us where we need to be, as Zajic now has 2 assists on the night. Legkov has 2 assists on the night. So a couple of 2-point nights going there for those guys. Dominic's Marcinkiewicz with a helper. Patrick's has a goal, as does Frolov and Hamilton. Barrow, Jemaev, and Storjahan with the goals for the River Dragons. And we're tied at 3 after 2 periods of play. We'll take a break. When we come back, more of that Yokohama Tire second period intermission report. And this time we'll take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard. Stay tuned. More coming your way. This is IceCats Hockey.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network. This portion of today's broadcast is brought to you by McLeod Health and Fitness Center, the wellness leader. Austin and Associates. The right agent can lead the way. Hertz Car Rentals. Smart deals for any destination. Sports Clips Haircuts, the pros in men's and boys' hair.
McLeod Health is committed to helping you obtain a healthy lifestyle and improve your overall health. Medically trained in the areas of fitness and nutrition, we can help you reduce your risk for certain diseases and live a long, healthy life through fitness and wellness programs, community health education, and 2 medically based wellness centers. McLeod Health is with you on your journey to better health. Discover a new you at McLeod Health and Fitness Centers.
Known for his integrity, attention to detail, and client-first approach, Sean Austin builds lasting relationships based on trust and results. Whether you're a first-time homebuyer, a seasoned investor, or looking to sell your current home, Sean combines local expertise with strong negotiation skills to deliver a seamless experience from start to finish. Austin and Associates at RE/MAX Professionals. Your next address is just a slap shot away. Go IceCats!
Driving a new car from Hertz might drive your real car crazy.
Nice car.
Looks new.
Thanks, Tom Brady.
Have a fling with our newest fleet yet.
You'll miss your new car smell.
Rent now at Hertz.com.
No matter which forklifts you walk into, you'll know it's special. And just for you. Our stylists don't guess your best cut. They are experts in men's and boys' hair. Our cutting zone has all the basics and specialized equipment. From our comfortable cutting chairs to an array of specialized cutting tools and clippers, we got you covered. Visit Sport Clips of Florence today, located at 1940 Hoffmeyer Road, Suite D. We are the pros in men's hair.
The PD IceCats are lighting up the scoreboard, and Powers Properties is proud to be the official housing provider. Looking for an apartment? Powers Properties has you covered with modern apartments, convenient locations, and a team that puts you first. Just like the IceCats, we know what it takes to win, on and off the ice. Score big with Powers Properties. Relax, you are home.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network.
And we are back here on IceCats Hockey. Tom Callahan here with you in the Yokohama Tire second period intermission report. Thanks for joining us, everybody, as we take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard. As the Binghamton Black Bears now up to a 4-0 lead over the Danbury Hat-Tricks after 2 periods of play. Athens has surged back in front of Twin City. It's 3-2 after 2 at Aikens Ford Arena. And Port Huron 1-1 tie with the Watertown Wolves. That game is about halfway through the second period. Also halfway through the second, Topeka and Indiana find themselves knotted up at 1. Blue Ridge now 4-1 leading Biloxi. That one into the second period. 1-1 Monroe and Baton Rouge after 1 period of play. In the NHL, a couple of finals from earlier today. Rangers top the Wild 4-2, Jets 3-1 over the Avalanche. In a shootout, Bruins 3, Capitals 2, Senators shut out the Ducks 2-0. Going on right now, Leafs and Sabres are tied at 2 after 2. Also after 2, Sharks up 3-2 on the Canadiens. Hurricanes and Lightning knotted at 2. That is in the early third period. Aho his 24th, Svechnikov his 24th for the Hurricanes. Kings and Devils tied at 3 early in the third. Islanders 3-0 up on the Flames in the third period there. Second period action sees the Blue Jackets and Flyers tied at 1. Stars up 2-0 on the Detroit Red Wings. That one in the early part of the second period. Games coming up later tonight. Penguins are at the Mammoth at 9. Kraken at Canucks. Blackhawks at Golden Knights. Drop the puck at 10 o'clock. And then men's college hoops. Several tournament finals and semifinals today. Arizona wins the Big 12 tournament 79-74 over Houston. The ACC tournament final is underway. Number 1 Duke with an early 18-16 lead over number 10 Virginia. In the Big East tournament final, St. John's beats UConn 72-52. That's huge for St. John's heading into Selection Sunday. How about Michigan? 68-65 winners over Wisconsin in the Big Ten tournament semifinal. Vanderbilt, number 22 Vanderbilt beats number 4 Florida 91-74 in the SEC tournament semifinal. Also, it took Arkansas overtime to get past Ole Miss 93-90 in the other SEC semifinal, and number 18 Purdue 73-66 over UCLA in the Big Ten semifinal. So an exciting weekend of college basketball action out there on the hardwood as everybody gets a little closer to having to make their brackets and come up with the bragging rights. Okay, shots on goal have shifted again. Just wanted to update you on that. It's now listed as 16-12 in favor of the River Dragons in the second period. So it's now 10 in the first, 16 in the second for 26. And for PD, it's 21-12, 33 for the game. I don't believe there have been any other scoring changes, but I will keep my eye on the sheet, and if things change there, I will let you know. In the meantime, what's coming up here is 1 minute and 38 seconds of power play time into the third period. Once again, for this PD IceCats hockey team to have to defend this Bluefish IT Solutions penalty kill has absolutely had to be very busy. And again, the top-ranked power play in the league belongs to the Columbus River Dragons. And for the IceCats, it is imperative to stay out of the box the rest of the way. Hopefully they're able to do it. But right now, with a tie game on your hands, 3-3, and 3 very important points up for grabs here in this one. And then you're coming back to do it again at 3:15 p.m. tomorrow. They've got to keep their wits about them, and hopefully they're able to do it here in the third. So we're going to take a break, and when we come back, it'll be time to drop the puck on third period action. Stay tuned. There's more coming your way. 3-3 after 2. This is IceCats hockey.
Hey, grab me one, too.
From home entertainment to the technology that keeps your world connected and secure, at PHT Audio Video and Security, we don't stop at residential solutions. Our team designs and installs professional commercial systems built for performance and reliability. Secure what matters with advanced security systems and stay protected day or night with powerful camera systems engineered for clarity. No matter the need, expertly installed and perfectly integrated.
Hey, this is Kendria Robinson, family nurse practitioner at Practical Purpose Solutions. If you are dealing with brain fog, fatigue, lack of energy, not feeling productive at work due to that, or you're having any type of gut health problems, or you're even having a severe cold, book your IV hydration therapy service with Practical Purpose Solutions at practicalpurposesolutions.com, or you can call 843-799-2210. We look forward to serving you. You have the problem and we have the solution.
This sandwich, it's a complete game changer. Hello, this is Mike, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A Pretzel Cheddar Club is that juicy chicken with that toasty pretzel bun. From the first bite to the last bite, that bun, it's crispy, cozy, just amazing. With the pretzel bun, the Dijon mustard, and the chicken, you have those three things together, and it makes that sweet, savory kind of combination. It's everything that you love about food rolled into one. It looks phenomenal. It tastes great. It's delicious.
Real guests paid for their testimonial.
Ding dong.
Mountain Dude?
The mountain is calling.
Give me a mountain, lots to do. Give me the sunshine, give me a dew. Give me something simple and true. All I need is sunshine and that cool, refreshing mountain dew. Yeah, give me the sunshine, give me a dew.
McLeod Health is committed to helping you obtain a healthy lifestyle and improve your overall health. Medically trained in the areas of fitness and nutrition, we can help you reduce your risk for certain diseases and live a long, healthy life through fitness and wellness programs, community health education, and 2 medically based wellness centers. McLeod Health is with you on your journey to better health. Discover a new you at McLeod Health and Fitness Centers.
Back here on IceCats hockey, Tom Callahan here with you, getting ready for third period action. Tied at 3. It'll be some power play time to kick things off here for the Columbus River Dragons. 1 minute 38 seconds. There's a lot of discussion going on here over at the referee's crease. So let's see. I believe Legkov has just entered the penalty box here. So he'll be coming out here, serving the remainder of Popov's 2-minute minor. Trying to confirm that is Legkov. The way he's sitting, I can't see his name or his number, but I believe it is. Face off at center ice as PD will push ahead. Left side, here's Dominic Marcinkiewicz in with a quick shot, and that's pawed down by Roy. Puck ends up in behind the net. And Columbus on it here. River Dragons on the power play to open this third period. Third period action presented by Pepsi. Of course, Pepsi is the official soft drink of your PD IceCats, and Pepsi Zero, the official soft drink of IceCats goaltenders. Flipped into high space here. Dominic Marcinkiewicz the other way. Here's Patrick's cutting in on the left side. Trying to move in. It was swept off his stick. Nice defensive play there by Colton. Colton battling behind the net. Marcinkiewicz. Hunter swings it around the far side off the heel of Dominic's stick, and Kyle Moore will break back the other way, leaving it into space. That one cleared the line, not out. Hunter, it did get out. Okay, they call it offside. 48 seconds left to go on the power play here. The Bluefish IT Solutions penalty kill's got its work cut out for it, but hopefully this is the last time they have to do anything tonight. Love to see PD just really work on the discipline. That was one of the big keys to the game that Gary Graham talked about. This team trying to, meaning PD, be disciplined. And it's been a rough one for them tonight. Just cleared back the other way. And Columbus will try to bring it ahead. Setting it up on the right wing side. Storjahan into space. Wick line side of the net. Wraps it around. And that one is stuffed at the far post. Jammed to the line but not out. Colton, but he fumbled it. And now Zajac ahead. Wanted the lead for Frolov, but that one is turned away. They'll feed it back to the D. McGill Diaz on it. Getting it ahead. Frolov lost it in a puddle there. And it's cleared back the other way. Into the Columbus end. Colton will loop back in front of his own net. Lead up the left side. Rutherford out to slow that dump in down. Plays it around up the near wall off the skates of Zajac. Doherty tried to center. Jemayev fed it into Frolov. Frolov ahead to Zajac. Zajac is going to curl back down, and PD does indeed kill it off. Leg call out of the boxes. Abdella will bank it around to the right wing side. And now at center, went off the linesman and down. That one is not going to be icing after the deflection off the zebra. Columbus on the regroup. They'll bring it the other way. On to the left wing side. Here's Jemayev bringing it in over the line with a shot forced behind the net off the stick there of Abdella onto the near side. It's centered, but Robinson trying to dance it back behind his own net, looking for a little bit of help. Puck up the near wall. Robinson into space, gets it ahead. And here they come. In over the line, Welsh with a wrist shot off the goal post. Another post for PD. They had 4 yesterday. That's number 5 on the weekend. Is that goal regulation size or what? Della Savita on the left side. That's a Happy Gilmore reference. I'm not complaining. Right side, here's Welsh trying to work his way back in. Doherty in the high slot, just in case anybody didn't get it. On the right wing, he swung around the glass over to the far side. Ends up on the left wing. Here's Pizzamenti. Ahead to center, Houston Wilson. Wilson up by himself. Everybody went to the bench. Wilson tried a wrist shot, blocked. And cleared back out to center. Dominic Marcinkiewicz feeding it back across, but Hamilton was pressured. Somro with a good read, getting it across. A shot fought off by the right shoulder there of Rutherford. Galvin had a nice chance. We're about 15 feet out. Somro to the point. Shot more. Saws his stick in half, and now a break ahead. Right side, here comes Legkov. He's caught from behind, but feeds it over, and the pass eludes Wilson. Houston Wilson tries to fire it back over, and it ends up out at center. Here's Dominic Marcinkiewicz ahead. On the line. Tried to feed it back. Wilson, and now it's cleared out. Abdella banking it into space. Wilson. Wilson, left wing. Dominic Marcinkiewicz moving in, feeding it across. It's tipped away. Right point ends up McGill Diaz. McGill Diaz driving the right side boards. Tried to backhand it in front. Puck didn't get through the traffic. Storjahan quickly back for the River Dragons far side, but he is dispossessed by McGill Diaz. And now on the right wing, Ryan Hunter will flip it into the corner. Backhanded around Della Savita to the line. Fed to an open wing. Dominic Marcinkiewicz tied up over there. Hunter with a turnaround chance. Rutherford save. Rebound bouncing far side. Popped up into the far corner. Quick line over after it. Legkov able to clear it on out. Scratch trying to get everybody fired up here down below our broadcast location. Dump back in. Rutherford slowing it down. Razilov poking it up along the boards, and it bounces out to center. Columbus will regroup here. Coming up on 5 minutes into this Pepsi third period, tied up at 3. Jemayev around to the right side to Kyle Moore. Moore behind to Jemayev. Jemayev on the right side, back to Moore. They try to force it in front, bounces away. Abdella can't clear, hit a body. Second attempt, jammed over to the near wall and popped out by Frolov. Took a shot there from Patekin. Puck at the line, and back in comes Columbus. Stefanini trying to put it into space. Jemayev hooked his way free of Frolov. Jemayev knocked down now. Shot for the right point, but taken, deflected in front. And a nice positional save out of Rutherford. Back the other way, Patrick Marcinkiewicz. Marcinkiewicz through the skates to the slot. A bouncer, and it hopped away from Robinson. Back on the left side, here's Moore. Try to go through the skates. Puck leaks in behind the net. Up the near side, Frolov. Frolov through center off Bockwell. That'll be chased down by Elijah Wilson. Left side corner. Trying to slide free into the slot. A shot, Roy. A point-blank save as Hamilton was all alone in front. Great stop right there. Della Savita, left side, Robinson. Robinson in to his right. Long wrister off the knob of the stick of Roy into the corner. River Dragons try to bounce it to center. Della Savita on it, over to the right wing side. Fired in from there, around the rim it goes. 6:25 into the third period, tied at 3. Columbus on the regroup here. Ends up back at the PD line to Abdella, but he coughed it up. Here's Doherty. Stops just inside the line, feeds the left side corner. Texmo up after it. Watched by Miguel Diaz. They go to the corner together. Doherty trying to separate over there. Wilson moving it ahead. Marcinkiewicz off his boot. Can't control it. Turn right back. Here's Doherty. Doherty will fire it into the far corner. Around the rim it goes. Abdella trying to play it free. Miguel Diaz onto the right side. Legkov with a little chip. And out to center it goes. Abdella. Wilson getting it across. And now Dominic Marcinkiewicz in, but offside. 7-11 into the third, tied at 3. We'll take a break. Back with more in just a moment. This is IceCats Hockey.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network.
McLeod Health is committed to helping you obtain a healthy lifestyle and improve your overall health. Medically trained in the areas of fitness and nutrition, we can help you reduce your risk for certain diseases and live a long, healthy life through fitness and wellness programs, community health education, and 2 medically based wellness centers. McLeod Health is with you on your journey to better health. Discover a new you at McLeod Health and Fitness Centers.
Get ready to savor the flavors of our long-standing family recipes, bursting with authenticity and love. Indulge in the vibrant colors and aromas that create a fiesta for your senses with every bite. Your journey through our menu is a delicious adventure guided by tradition and the freshest ingredients Mother Earth has to offer. Come join us at 842 Woody Jones Boulevard in Florence. Order online at margaritasmexicanrestaurants.com. Margaritas. Experience the love in every bite.
Back here on IceCats Hockey, Tom Callahan here with you, tied at 3 here in what's been an action-packed third period, but surprisingly, we haven't had any goals yet. 7-11 into the third. Zajac out there for this face-off, winning it directly back to Razilov. Right side, here's Patrick Marcinkiewicz, walks it in over the line. He'll leave for Della Savita, right point. Shot coming in, and they score! Dominic Della Savita from the right point beats Roy with a screen in front, and PD back in front. It's 4-3. for Dominic Della Savita, his 5th goal of the season. Roy just could not find that one through the traffic in front. Patrick Marcinkiewicz will pick up the primary on it. And I believe Zajac will end up with the other one. Let's get the call here. Here's Robinson up the right side, threatening him with a wrist shot. Roy the save. Razilov with the assist, so he is up to 30 helpers on the year for Timur Razilov. And boy, I tell you what, that goal, I mean, you love when your defense chips in. Getting scoring from the blue line is huge. 2 of the 4 goals tonight, Hamilton and Della Savita chipping in for the IceCats. Face off to the left of the Columbus goal, pushed towards the line and now out to center. Hamilton backing up on it as it's cleared back along. And by the way, both Popoff and Barrow have since returned from their fighting majors. Back the other way, here's Storjahan into the left side corner. Kyle Moore around after it. Popoff trying to bump it along the wall, far side. And it is wedged out by Welsh to the line. It does just get over, kicked further by Pizzamenti. Popoff trying to poke it away from Doherty at the line. Turned over to Robinson. Robinson ran into him. Doherty and Popoff talking about it here. Doherty goes after Popoff, and now he goes after Abdella as well, but they both separate. Everybody goes to the bench. McGill Diaz with a long lead to center on the left side. Legkov trying to drive in past the hip check of Colton. Feeds it to Wilson. A shot. Nice glove save by Roy. I have not seen Xavier Abdella fight. At least not that I can remember. He's a big dude, though. But he just, and I mean, off the ice, he's just so calm, cool, unassuming, but I would not want to face him. It's always the quiet ones, right? 8:45 into the third period, and now they're going to make Dominic Marcinkiewicz come in for the face-off here. Houston Wilson steps ahead, steals the puck right through the circle. Left point, Abdella over to the right side. McGill Diaz will bank it into the corner. Marcinkiewicz lets it go, looking for Legkov. Legkov on the right wing. Behind the net, Wilson out the near side, loops it in front. A shot save made, rebound! Oh, right across the goal mouth. And I think that might have been deflected by the defenseman. Dominic Marcinkiewicz had an open net to shoot at, but I think Colton saved a goal. Now here's Legkov moving quickly in. It rolls away from him on the left side. He gets knocked down but feeds the puck deep. Back around the wall. It goes into Legkov and more run into by Marcinkiewicz, who is now going to pick up a penalty for that. And that's going to bring a pile. Moore knocked down Legkov. That was a big hit. But then Moore stood over Legkov, not letting him get up, and so Dominic Marcinkiewicz selects to run across the ice at him. Marcinkiewicz will pick up the initial penalty call here. I don't know what else may or may not come out of this. Della Savita has words for just about everybody over there. Dominic Marcinkiewicz looks like he was cut in the ensuing action. So he had to go over and get looked at by the trainer very quickly there. But again, it looks like the only penalty is going to Dom. And if that's the case, it'll be the 5th power play of the evening for the River Dragons. They're 1 for 4 with a man advantage, and I hate giving this top power play unit in the entire league yet another chance. PD with a 4-3 lead. 9:25. Time of the penalty coming up here against, at the very least, Dominic's Marcinkiewicz. And now the referees are going in to take a look. And if they are going in to take a look at the review, so to me what that means is that they have initially called this a major penalty. So I'm assuming major for either charging or boarding. I'm going to say charging just based on the play. But the reason they call it a major is now so they can take a look and review it. Once it is called a major penalty, on review, you can do one of three things. You can leave it as a major, you can turn it into a minor penalty, or a double minor, of course. So it could go to whatever minor penalty, or you can rescind the penalty altogether. Now, I'm going to go ahead and tell you, I don't think it's going to get rescinded, so don't get your hopes up. But what they're looking at right now is it a 2 or a 5. So all this happening, 9:25 into the third period. Third period action presented by Pepsi, and IceCats Hockey is brought to you in part by Gatorade, the official thirst quencher, by XGen, the official recovery and rejuvenation partner of the IceCats, by Celsius, the official energy drink, by Propel Water, the official water, by MUSC, the official medical provider, by McLeod Fitness Center, the official workout facility, by Gorgat Distilling Company, the official distillery, by Powers Properties, the official housing partner, by Cumulus Radio, the official broadcast partner, by Sports Clips, the official hair cutter, by M&M Printing and Graphics, the official printing partner, by Seminar Brewery, the official craft beer partner, by CLC Transportation, the official travel partner, by Palmetto Smiles, the official dentist, by White Swan Dry Cleaning, the official dry cleaners, and Battle LP, the official fuel provider, powering the Olympia. And right now the referee's taking another look at everything, and it's a pretty good scrap on things there between Legkov and Pentaken. But at this point, it is 5 minutes up there against Dominic's Marcinkiewicz. Well, okay. Bluefish IT Solutions penalty kill has its work cut out for it, and they better be up to the task. So much for being disciplined here in the third period. Face-off coming up to the right of Rutherford. And here's the other thing. They've already been down 5-on-3 twice tonight. PD's got to be really, really on it to not get down 5-on-3 again, because it would be for a full 2 minutes. So it's Patrick Marcinkiewicz and Zajac out there with Razilov and Della Savita. Draw one back, and Della Savita on it. And around the rim it goes out to center. Waiting for it, Patrick Marcinkiewicz tying up Hunter. And he'll feed it back to Razilov here. He'll get it across Della Savita. Sends it down the ice. And Marcinkiewicz up after the puck. A chance and a blocker saved by Roy. Now Columbus is going to come back the other way with it. So 30 seconds into the major. First shot belongs to PD. Underwood, right side corner. Trying to feed it deep. That one ends up behind the net, past Wickline. Barrow on the far side. Wickline in the corner. Centering feed for Storjahan, knocked down by Razilov. And Della Savita backhanding it ahead, and now it's fed over. Zajac with a seam, and down it goes. IceCats get all four players off the ice. Houston Wilson and Frolov on this penalty-killing duo. Hamilton turning back into the corner. Wickline over there with him. Up the boards. It bounces away, and now a race. Wilson trying to poke it free, but Barrow got there first. Storjahan turning it back on the right side to Barrow. Barrow cutting into the high slot over to the left side. Storjahan back across to Ryan Hunter. His wrist shot, a right pad save. Rutherford banked off the glass and out to center. Good stop there by Parker Rutherford. He's been sharp in this one. Couple of beauties. Here's Ryan Hunter down the right side wall. Feeds it up top. One time, and the stick breaks in half there on Colton. He's got to go get a new one. Hunter near dot, Jemayev. Jemayev moving it around up top. Colton's got a new twig. Feeds the dot up top. Jemayev to the right side. Back across Colton again one time, and he whiffed on that one. Moore over there on the far side. Puck into the slot. Jemayev on it. His shot, and folding down on it is Rutherford to hang on. 2:59 to go in the 5-minute major power play against Dominik's Marcinkiewicz for boarding. We're going to take a break with 8:33 to go in the third period. Brought to you by Pepsi. More coming away in just a moment. PD with a 4-3 lead. This is IceCats hockey.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network.
Known for his integrity, attention to detail, and client-first approach, Sean Austin builds lasting relationships based on trust and results. Whether you're a first-time homebuyer, a seasoned investor, or looking to sell your current home, Sean combines local expertise with strong negotiation skills to deliver a seamless experience from start to finish. Austin and Associates at RE/MAX Professionals. Your next address is just a slap shot away. Go IceCats!
Driving a new car from Hertz might drive your real car crazy.
Nice car.
Looks new.
Thanks, Tom Brady.
Have a fling with our newest fleet yet.
You'll miss your new car smell.
Rent now at Hertz.com.
8:33 to go. Third period action presented by Pepsi. Live here from Florence Center. Tom Callahan here with you. 4-3 PD in the lead, but trying to kill off a major power play. This penalty kill brought to you by Bluefish IT Solutions. Face off to the right of Parker Rutherford. Zajac, Patrick Marcinkiewicz out there with Abdella on the left side. McGill Diaz on the right. Tied up on the faceoff. Donna goes back to the left point. Colton to Kyle Moore. Moore, hash marks. Challenged by McGill Diaz. They jam away, puck free, and Marcinkiewicz gets it out over the line. Columbus will try to bring it back. Left side with some speed into the left wing corner. Thornton tied up McGill Diaz. Pushed up the board. Zajac after a roller. Colton keeps it in. Jemayev to the side of the net. Chopped away from Thornton by Abdella. Abdella bouncing it ahead to the line, and Marcinkiewicz gets it out of there. Doherty battling Zajac, who took it away. Feeds it across the ice into the right wing corner. Patrick Marcinkiewicz will backhand it all the way down, which is just fine. As Abdella comes back after a rolling puck, he'll fire it ahead. Now a stretch on the left side. Razilov up by himself. Razilov is just going to eat that puck and go into the corner. 1:54 and counting to go in the major power play for Columbus. Right side, here comes Wickline. Wickline tied up by Della Savita, and it's sent back down by Razilov, who earns himself a rest on the bench. Pizzamenti out there now with Robinson. Wickline. On to the left side, Underwood brings it into the IceCat zone. Kirk Underwood feeds it low, past Storjahan. It comes around to the near wing. Ryan Hunter tied up over there. Wickline trying to help him out. Puck back to Hunter. Side of the net, Storjahan, but turned over in space. Della Savita will fling it on down. And PD will change up the penalty killers again. Down to 1:12 to go in the major. Columbus back in on the left side. Storjahan dumps it behind the net. Hamilton will crank it off the glass out to center, where Underwood will back up with it. Watched by Houston Wilson. Hunter, left side, his pass into some skates turned over. Frolov will feed it to Hamilton. Hamilton, quick look at the clock. He'll wait and finally fire it down. 42 seconds to go in the man advantage for Columbus. Frolov intercepts a clear, sends it behind the net. Ryan Hunter turning away from the forecheck of Houston Wilson. Now Barrow will go left side, in over the line. Barrow centering feed, that one is deflected, and out of the zone it goes. Barrow turning back with it, 18 seconds to go on the penalty. Barrow left side, a shot, and Rutherford the save. 13 seconds until Dominic Marcinkiewicz is out of the box. 4-3, PD in the lead. Oh my goodness, you could feel the crowd really appreciating the penalty kill here, knowing how important this is. These Florence hockey fans are pretty sharp. Love it. They understand the gravity of the moment. Draw to the right of Rutherford. Jemayev tossed out of the circle across from Zajac. So Moore will come in for it. Zajac trying to pull it back. Doherty right through the dot. Jemayev out with it to the backhand. Over Cold with a shot. Stack pad save. Rutherford. Ho! How about a little old school for you? Boy, you don't see that one much anymore. But that one conjures up images of leather pads and skate saves. Oh, my goodness. 6 seconds to go on the power play. 4-3, IceCats. 5:40 to go in the third. This time it's Zajac tossed out of the draw. Houston Wilson in for it across from Jemayev. Okay, I don't understand that one. They're throwing Jemayev out of the faceoff and Houston Wilson jumped. But I guess maybe because Jemayev never put his stick down. Either way, PD wins the faceoff back. Around the rim it goes. Zajac tips it down the ice. Power play's over. Oh my goodness. A 5-minute major kill on the Bluefish IT Solutions penalty kill. That was huge. In a one-goal game to kill off a major against the league's best power play, that was incredible. But work's not done. 5:07 to go and counting in regulation. It is 4-3 PD. Columbus with the puck in the IceCat zone. Puck at the point. A long shot in and a glove save. Rutherford. He'll hold on. 4:58 to go. We'll take our final timeout of the period. Back with more in a moment. This is IceCats Hockey.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network. Evening Shade has been serving the Florence area for over 20 years. As a 3M and SunTech authorized dealer, the Evening Shade team is qualified and ready to help you with your project. Whether it's residential window tinting, paint protection film for your vehicle, commercial signage, or vehicle wraps, we can do it all. Evening Shade Incorporated. Trust a team with over 2 decades of experience.
Dal Massimo Ristorante Italiano, where culinary passion meets the art of hospitality. Established in 2010, our restaurant was born out of a love for authentic flavors and a commitment to providing our guests with a memorable dining experience. At Dal Massimo, we believe that food is more than just sustenance. It's a celebration of culture and community. Whether you're here for a cozy dinner, a festive celebration, we look forward to serving you.
Back here on PD IceCats Hockey, Parker Rutherford with, his biggest save of the game. He's had some huge ones, but stacking the pads to his left on that 5-minute major power play. Just one of a bunch of beauties he's provided tonight. And PD stays in the lead 4-3 over Columbus. 4:58 to go in this Pepsi third period. Face-off in the IceCats end of things here is tied up in the near side corner. And Robinson will move it ahead. Hamilton up the left wing side. And he'll fire it in from there. Around to go get it, Elijah Wilson. Robinson, slot, Pizzamenti, a backhand. That one hit Thornton on the way through. Ends up at the side of the net. Roy says, I'm just going to hang on to this, guys. And he will freeze it for a face-off to his left. 4:34 to go here in the third. So it's going to be Houston Wilson out there with Dominic Marcinkiewicz and Legkov on the right side. Miguel Diaz and Abdella, the defensive pair here, as the face-off one back. Ripped around the rim to the left point, past Abdella down the ice. Barrow up after it. He gets run into by Miguel Diaz, lost his stick in the process. Storjahan on the near side trying to help out on the wall. Puck free in the slot. Abdella, Wilson moved it ahead, but the pass picked off there. Somro trying to throw it back in, hit Wilson with it. And it ends up going back to the D. Up the middle of the ice here, Storjahan in over the line. Poke checked away, and now Dominic Marcinkiewicz and Legkov 2-on-1. Dominic Marcinkiewicz tried to slide it across. Nice block of the pass by Thornton, but and again Legkov with a shot. Stick save, Roy. Left side, Legkov cutting in the high slot on the backhand. Still with it. He'll work it into the corner, and that one went past Marcinkiewicz. And now, Somro almost gave it right back to Legkov. Barrow bothered by Marcinkiewicz. Able to move it out to center. And here comes Columbus. Somro, backdoor feed, a shot bouncing wide, and I don't think Barrow ever got a clean attempt there. Abdella off the glass and out. Both teams working on a change here. 3:27 to go in the third. 4-3, PD in the lead. IceCats won it last night, 5-3. Trying to pick up another important 3 points here tonight. Shot from the wing is blocked, ends up in the far corner. Jemayev battling for it. Slid around to the near side. Patrick Marcinkiewicz trying to tap it past Underwood. Does get a bouncer to center. Moving up with it, Frolov. Frolov on the left side. Delays, waits, walks it around behind the net. Out the far side, centering attempt is tipped behind the cage. Patrick Marcinkiewicz on it there. Roy is without his goal stick. Puck up top. Here's Hamilton. Over to the right side. Into the right wing corner, centering attempt. Patrick Marcinkiewicz cutting down. Couldn't make anything happen there as it's cleared out to center. Roy's got his twig back. Patrick Marcinkiewicz trying to get to it, poking on Underwood. They both fall down together. Razilov on the near side. Razilov ahead. Patrick's into space off the skate. Here's Zychik. He's up by himself. Knows that, so he's just going to try to pin it on the boards here. Slapped away there behind the net. Storjahan out after it. 2:20 to go here in the third. 4-3 PD. Cross corner dump near side. Columbus up after it. Barrow knocked away Storjahan. Back to the far side. Barrow looking to center. Blocked by Hamilton. Puck ends up in the corner. Barrow on it. Left half wall. Trying to walk it in front. Leaves it off down low. Doherty couldn't shove it through all the legs. And Popoff wedging this one down the ice. That'll be an icing call just wide of the Columbus goal, but it will give everybody a chance to catch their breath with 1:54 to go here in the third. I don't tend to mind an icing in a situation like that simply because it really does give everyone a chance to regroup and to get things back together. Even if you have that same line out there, now we get a timeout called here. But I don't mind it. And the reason I don't mind it is because, again, you're able to at least reset things. And I think as long as everybody is focusing on their coverage, that's the important thing. Columbus calls the timeout here with 1:54 to go. So with this offensive zone draw, and even though it does give that line a chance to rest, they don't get to reset the line, which I think is a little mismatched right now. The question is, does Ty Roy head on to the bench for the extra attacker or not? And if I had to guess, I would say yes at this point. That net's going to be empty. Jerome Bichard, head coach of the River Dragons, is done with his chat, and now it's up to the guys on the ice. The net is empty for Columbus. So Dennis Zychik with a huge face-off here across from Cody Wickline. Popoff, Welsh, Frolov, And Zajac trying to talk about Frolov and Welsh here. Hamilton out there with Popoff on D. Wickline looking to win this one straight back to Storjahan. And it is Zajac instead winning it into the corner. Hamilton around to Popoff. Popoff had the board steal his stick and he couldn't clear it. That was wild. The puck board just took the toe of his stick and it took it right out of his hands, but it's pushed out, and now a chance at the empty net for Welsh. And that one is deflected behind by Ryan Hunter. Around to the left side. Hunter's going to bring it ahead through center. Barrow will fling it into the near side corner. It comes down here up against the glass. Doherty feeds the point. Shot coming in and a blocker save Rutherford. 1:20 to go. Empty net, Columbus. Popoff to the line, bouncing it out of there. And a race, Houston Wilson bothering Storjahan, who's able to get it away to Ryan Hunter. Hunter to center as Barrow tips it out of play. Face-off will stay at center, may force the goaltender back in here for Columbus. It is just going to be over the PD blue line, so decision time. Do you want to put Roy back in? And the answer is yes, they are putting the goalie back in. 1:05 to go here in the third. 4-3 PD. So Roy will creep all the way out to the hash marks. If Columbus wins this draw, I would guess he is gone once again. No, we didn't like that one. We'll do it again. Patrick Marcinkiewicz over his right shoulder to McGill Diaz here, making sure everybody's got their assignment. Referee blows the whistle to back people off, and Abdella with a quick word to Patty, who goes back in against Storjahan. Maybe finally we'll get this puck dropped, and we do. Tried to push it ahead, and now Wilson couldn't quite get to it. Ryan Hunter back with it. And it's sent past Wickline. A race. Will it be icing? No. Puck into the near corner. Under a minute to go in regulation. The net's empty again. Banked out a roller, but that will not get into the goal. Kyle Moore is the extra man out there. And now turned right back at center. Back down the other way. Moore back after the puck. And that is an icing call with 37.9 left to go here in the third. So Dominics and Patrick Marcinkiewicz are both out there with Houston Wilson. And then Abdella and McGill Diaz. Jemaeff in for this face-off now to the right of Rutherford. Storjahan behind him. Barrow's trying to put Moore over on the other wall. Referee over at the timekeeper's bench, making sure everything's official. Ryan Hunter arguing for more time, but 37.9 is what stays on the clock. And Jemaeff wins it back cleanly, but he skipped it right out of the zone. It went past both Storjahan and Underwood and right out to center. Wilson on it, and Marcinkiewicz. Dominics with a backhand there that goes wide of the net. That yawning goal mouth. Wilson on the pressure here. Back up the right side. Here's Jemaeff. 20 seconds to go. Jemaeff into the near corner. Tied up. Dominics out to center. And a race. Patrick's. Is he going to get there ahead of Jemaeff? He's not going to get a shot off as a puck below the goal line, but he beat him in the race. Curling to the front of the net. Oh, he hit Houston Wilson with it, and it didn't go in. But that's going to do it as the game comes to a close. 4-3. PD comes out with the win here tonight against Columbus. And they hang on. Another huge 3 points as the IceCats continue to try to put space between themselves and Twin City. We're going to move it on into post-game show mode. 3 stars coming your way, scoring wrap as well, and a final look back at the out-of-town scoreboard. Stay tuned. Plenty more coming your way. IceCats win it tonight 4-3. Your postgame show brought to you by Gorgat Distilling. This is IceCats Hockey.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network.
At the law office of W. James Hoffmeyer, we strive to help our clients in whatever situation they are facing. Whether you need help with criminal law, personal injury, or family law, our hard-working team will assist you throughout the process with compassion and integrity. Our goal is to always provide our clients with outstanding representation and advocacy throughout their case. The law office of W. James Hoffmeyer, serving South Carolina since 1992.
With over 74 years of combined experience, Hometown Floor Coverings is the PD's flooring experts with attention to detail and professionalism. Whether it's commercial or residential, our installers are very reputable and trustworthy. Contact us today for free estimates. Hometown Floor Coverings, the flooring installers you can trust. Bring new life to your home.
In today's world, first impressions matter. Step into a realm of sophistication at Butler's Fine Men's Clothing. From timeless tuxedos and elegant suits to refined sportswear, Butler's offers a collection that defines class and confidence. Embrace the tradition, experience the luxury, and stand out with style. Butler's Fine Men's Clothing, where every stitch speaks volumes.
In Hawaiian culture, food is more than just a meal. It's how we show love, connect with one another, and carry on tradition. At Aloha Kitchen, our mission is to share that with everyone who walks in our doors. Our dishes serve the bold flavors of Hawaiian food and the true spirit of aloha. Where Southern hospitality meets Hawaiian aloha, that's Aloha Kitchen.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network.
All right, we are back here on IceCats Hockey. Tom Callahan here with you, and waiting for the Mirage promotional 3 stars of the game here as the River Dragons put away the PD IceCats put away the River Dragons. Let's flip that around and get it right here. And so far, 6 points on the weekend for the PD IceCats. Hey, don't forget, we're back at it again tomorrow, 3:15 p.m. as well. So let's go through the scoring here. As way back in the first period, it was Jake Hamilton opening it up at 2:41 with his first of the year. Assists going to Dominic Marcinkiewicz and Alexander Legkov to make it 1-0. But it was 1-1 before the end of the frame. Tyler Barrows, 37th of the year from Storjahan and Wickline. And 1-1 after one. I don't know why I'm getting so far ahead of myself. It was actually 2-2 after one. If I can read a score sheet here, I don't know how long I've been doing this one. So anyway, Hamilton scores the first goal. Second goal, Vadim Frolov at 8:43 with assists from Dominic Delasavita and Dennis Zajic. So it was actually 2-0. Then Barrow scores, and then right before the end of the frame, Alexander Jemayev with a shorthanded goal at 19:37 on a breakaway after a block shot up at the blue line, takes off and makes it 2-2 after one period of play. Now, into the second period, 1:01 in. It just misses being a power play goal by 2 seconds, but Patrick Marcinkiewicz with a shot from the far wall that goes in off the mitt of the goaltender Ty Roy. And the assist on that one, Legkov once again with the second helper of the night, and Zajic also picking up his second helper. It was 3-2 PD at that point. Then a tie game at 18:55, a power play goal for Alex Storjahan, his 21st of the year, with assists going to Barrow and Ryan Hunter. And we're tied at 3 after 2. Into the third, only one goal to tell you about. And again, it's the defense chipping in with the offense. Dominic Delasavita, his 5th of the season, at 7:22 from Razilov and Patrick Marcinkiewicz to wrap up the scoring in this one. Here's your Mirage promotional 3 stars of the game. Let's go down to the ice.
Your second star of the game with his 5th goal of the year, number 4, Dominic
Hard to argue with Parker Rutherford for first star tonight. Now Sammy Vickery is going to have a chance to have a word with Parker down on the ice. All right, Parker Rutherford, your first star here tonight. And as I go back over the shots on goal this evening, the final shot totals for you. 10 in the first for Columbus, 16 in the second period, and 7 in the third for 33. For the IceCats, 21, 12, 10, 43 in total in the game. Power plays this evening. River Dragons finish 1 for 5 with a man advantage. IceCats go 0 for 4 in the final tally. So let's also go ahead and take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard for you here. I know a lot of fans sticking around here. And they got the update earlier here in-house as we've all been watching that Athens and Twin City game. So let's go ahead and get some refreshes in here, because coming into tonight, I mean, the most important thing for the PD IceCats is staying in front of Twin City. That is the big objective. And as we take a look right now, we see that Binghamton has shut out Danbury tonight 5-0. And Athens ends up winning at home at Aikens Ford Arena 5-3 over the Twin City Thunderbirds. So another 3 points built into the cushion between those two teams. So now PD's lead has been extended to 11 points. That's huge. IceCats up to 69, and the Thunderbirds stay at 58. 4-2 Port Huron beating Watertown late in the third period. There, 4-1 Indiana over Topeka halfway through the third. 5-1 Blue Ridge up on Biloxi also halfway through the third period. After 2, Monroe's got a 3-1 lead on the Baton Rouge Zydeco. In the NHL, finals from earlier tonight, Islanders 3-2 over the Flames, Devils 6-4 over the Kings, Hurricanes 4-2 winners over the Tampa Bay Lightning, Sharks 4-2 over the Canadiens, Sabres topped the Leafs 3-2 in a shootout. Rangers 4 Wild 2, Jets 3-1 over the Avalanche, and also in a shootout, Bruins 3-2 over the Capitals earlier today. Senators blanked the Ducks 2-0. Game's going on right now. Blue Jackets and Flyers 1-1 in the third. The Stars 2-0 over the Red Wings. That game just into the third period. Utah Mammoth with a 2-0 lead over the Pittsburgh Penguins after one period of play. 10 o'clock puck drops tonight. Kraken at Canucks, Blackhawks at the Golden Knights. And men's college hoops, almost everything is a final except for right now, early in the second half of the ACC tournament final, Virginia leading Duke 49-45, so a close one. But in the Big 12 tournament final, Arizona 79-74 over Houston. Michigan in the Big 10 tournament semifinal, 68-65 over Wisconsin. The other Big 10 semifinal, Purdue beats UCLA. The Big East tournament final, St. John's beats UConn 72-52, so that's huge for St. John's. And then the SEC tournament semifinals, Arkansas won in overtime over Ole Miss 93-90, and Vanderbilt 91-74 over Florida in the SEC tournament. So, boy, all these teams just absolutely scratching and clawing for seeding and the best possible seeding in the bracket. So, all right, we're going to take one more break here in the post-game show brought to you by Gorgat Distilling. We'll come back to wrap things up in just a moment. But your final score tonight, 4-3 PD over Columbus. A tremendous win, a massive 3 points. And, yeah, we're doing it all again tomorrow at 3:15 p.m. Stay tuned, more coming your way. This is IceCats Hockey.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network. This portion of today's broadcast is brought to you by McLeod Health and Fitness Center, the wellness leader. Austin and Associates, the right agent can lead the way. Hertz Car Rentals, smart deals for any destination. Sports Clips Haircuts, the pros in men's and boys' hair.
McLeod Health is committed to helping you obtain a healthy lifestyle and improve your overall health. Medically trained in the areas of fitness and nutrition, we can help you reduce your risk for certain diseases and live a long, healthy life through fitness and wellness programs, community health education, and 2 medically based wellness centers. McLeod Health is with you on your journey to better health. Discover a new you at McLeod Health and Fitness Centers.
Known for his integrity, attention to detail, and client-first approach, Sean Austin builds lasting relationships based on trust and results. Whether you're a first-time homebuyer, a seasoned investor, or looking to sell your current home, Sean combines local expertise with strong negotiation skills to deliver a seamless experience from start to finish. Austin and Associates at RE/MAX Professionals. Your next address is just a slap shot away. Go IceCats!
Driving a new car from Hertz might drive your real car crazy.
Nice car.
Looks new.
Thanks, Tom Brady.
Have a flame with our newest fleet yet.
You'll miss your new car smell.
Rent now at Hertz.com.
No matter which sport clips you walk into, you'll know it's special. And just for you. Our stylists don't guess your best cut. They are experts in men's and boys' hair. Our cutting zone has all the basics and specialized equipment. From our comfortable cutting chairs to an array of specialized cutting tools and clippers. We got you covered. Visit Sport Clips of Florence today, located at 1940 Hoffmeyer Road, Suite D. We are the pros in men's hair.
The PD IceCats are lighting up the scoreboard, and Powers Properties is proud to be the official housing provider. Looking for an apartment? Powers Properties has you covered with modern apartments, convenient locations, and a team that puts you first. Just like the IceCats, we know what it takes to win, on and off the ice. Score big with Powers Properties. Relax, you are home.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network.
All right, welcome back here on our postgame show brought to you by Gorgat Distilling. Tom Callahan here to wrap things up with you. A huge 4-3 win, most importantly in regulation tonight for your PD IceCats. So 5-3 last night regulation, 4-3 tonight in regulation. That is 6 points now on the weekend. And Athens helping out, winning both ends so far Friday, Saturday from the Twin City Thunderbirds. That means that denies the Thunderbirds that chance at points as well. So now it's 11 points clear in the Continental Division standing. So every time PD is able to put more of a gap between themselves and Twin City, and remember, Twin City has a game in hand, but it's going to get to a point where it's not going to matter if PD continues to win, continues to close things out. The best news here for you IceCats fans is this team holds its playoff fate in its own hands. As long as they continue to win and continue to take care of business, then that's just fine. That's exactly what they need to do. Twin City needs help, and the help they need is for PD to start losing some games. The schedule is not the easiest down the stretch, but it hasn't been the easiest all year. This team has had to scratch and claw for every single point they've gotten this year. They continue to do it. So far on this weekend series against Columbus, they're finding ways to win, and that is what playoff teams do. They come out with the 3 points. That is all you can ask. Yeah, it was difficult tonight. Yes, that Bluefish IT Solutions penalty kill had to come up huge on that 5-minute major penalty kill, but they did it. And so, you know what? To me, those are all things that build your momentum, build your playoff credibility, and get you ready to go, especially as an inaugural season franchise. So these are the tests, and so far they're passing them right now. So a really, really big win here tonight. Don't forget, we're doing this again tomorrow. 3:15 p.m. means a 3 o'clock pregame show, but If you want to come down and join us here at Florence Center, tickets are on sale right now. Online at Ticketmaster.com. Put in that code IceCat. That's ICECAT for a discount through Ticketmaster.com. Or, of course, you can always purchase walk-up at the Florence Center box office. So for Aiden Mulholland and my entire broadcast crew, I want to say thanks to them and thanks to you for being a part of IceCats hockey. One more time, your final score here tonight, PD 4, Columbus 3. We'll talk to you tomorrow, everybody. This is Tom Callahan saying good night.